All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. Haul with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance, from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
Whether you are combining, hauling grain, or heating your home, fuel powers the fall. When it comes to energy, you need a company who is trustworthy, understands your needs, and who delivers to you. A company who is local, reliable, and affordable. That company is Ag State. Ag State Energy is clean, comfortable, convenient, while staying competitively priced for our customers. Give Laura Sanguin or Seth Duff a call for all your energy needs.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Hello and welcome to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Gehlen basketball is on the air as the Jays, with a record of 1-11, take on the Blackhawks of Hinton with a record of 9-2. Matt Schilling here with you tonight, alongside Drew Bickford. And Drew, these two teams are a little bit mismatched coming into the ball game, but as they like to say in football, any given Saturday.
It only takes one night. Hinton has some good size. That's going to be a problem for Gehlen. Much like what the boys saw last time we were here. Hinton is extremely they score down low efficiently. Not a great three-point shooting team, but still shooting 44% on the year from the court. That's pretty dang good. So that means that I think they're shooting well over 50% from two. So they get it in the paint and they score.
It's going to be a difficult challenge here tonight. Of course, the all-everything for Hinton Blackhawks, Bailey Boovy. She is the standout sophomore now. She has gotten volleyball offers from Nebraska and many other Division I schools around the country, and I've got to imagine that she will be the go-to person for the Blackhawks.
She's just an all-around great athlete. I don't think it matters what the sport is. She's just a good athlete. Much like you were probably way back in the day.
Oh, yeah, I was a stud athlete. If anybody that knows me knows me. But it'll be interesting to see how these two teams match up. We'll take another 1-minute timeout and be back with starting lineups. You're watching Fuller.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments. And the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers You Pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right, Prime Bank's You Pick checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. We will now turn it over to our public address announcer.
Good evening. Welcome to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym here at Gehlen Catholic for tonight's boy-girl varsity doubleheader. Let's extend a special welcome to our guests, the Blackhawks from Hinton. Before we get started tonight with the lineups, tonight we are honoring those who are fighting cancer, those who have beat cancer, and those who have lost their battle against cancer. Each of our varsity coaches, players, and cheerleaders are performing tonight in honor or in memory of someone who has fought cancer. Nevaeh Hodson is playing for Dawn Beckwith. Larissa Poland is playing for Trevor Krogman. Haley Poland is playing for Angie Poland. Haley Lubin is playing for Jim Lubin. Emerson Schmidt is playing for the Wilchin Ants. Rizea Sitzman is playing for Stan Jacobs. Sammy Zubrod is playing for Deanna Zubrod. Grace Kellen is playing for Vi Kellen. JC Fender Scheitler is playing for Ann Byers. Isabel Lammers is playing for Deb Gergen. Bella Schrader is playing for Sherry Miller. Danielle Tesh is playing for Terry Lynn Tesh. Zaylee Sitzman is playing for Ken Langle. Brooklyn Hoffman is playing for Mary Kay Hoffman and Kim Penny. Kennedy Paulson is playing for Kobe Paulson. Kennedy Sitzman is playing for Lori Tomasek. Haley Wagenbach is playing for Dennis Schimmeler. Zoe Vasura is dedicating tonight to Larry Ruland. Brandon Schecker is coaching for Charlie Schecker. Brian Kolbeck is coaching for Jane Beller. Kara Werdehoff is cheering for Larry Dreckman. McKenna Sitzman is cheering for Hope Britt. Brooklyn Gangler is cheering for Larry Gangler. Bella Jurgensen is cheering for John Hughes. Jossie Roeder is cheering for Marcy Babini. Marin Dreckman is cheering for Lori Ritz. And Beth Ebert is coaching for Jenny McDermott. Thank you for your attention on that. Gehlen Catholic Schools does encourage positive sportsmanship and behavior at the game tonight. By practicing good sportsmanship, you will help make tonight's game one to remember. Let's give a hand for our officials for tonight's game. Brian Coy, Seth Wallace, and Scott Wilmont. Now let's welcome the coaches. The Blackhawks are coached by Matt Leary, assisted by Ryan Stoos and Ben Hertenstein. The Jays are coached by Brandon Schecker, assisted by Brian Kolbeck. And now for the starters. For the Blackhawks, a senior, number 13, Cadence Peters. For the Jays, a junior, number 3, Rizea Sitzman. For the Blackhawks, a sophomore, number 23, Carlin Kavarna. For the Jays, a senior, number 10, Haley Poland. For the Blackhawks, a sophomore, number 33, Bailey Boovy. For the Jays, a senior, number 32, Larissa Poland. For the Blackhawks, a senior, number 35, Avery Burgett. For the Jays, a junior, number 42, Sammy Zubrod. For the Blackhawks, a senior, number 53, Ashlyn Kavarna. And for the Jays, a senior, number 50, Nevaeh Hodson. Please stand and remove your hats as Gehlen's pep band plays our national anthem.
Catholic in Lamar's, Iowa instills respect and Christian values in a caring environment for students preschool through 12th grade. Teachers and staff go above and beyond to provide a high-quality education and are dedicated to student success. We are a community striving to live God's Word each day through academics, service opportunities, athletics, and so much more. Gehlen Catholic School, in partnership with Spalding Catholic School, all are welcome to experience excellence in education and leadership through Christ.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford here with you tonight. Reminder that you can like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You'll know whenever we go live, like we will again on Tuesday night as the Jays take on the Hawks of Remsen St. Mary's. Tip time for that is 6 o'clock. As for now, Nevaeh Hodgson in the center circle along with Ashlyn Kovarna, and we have, I believe, 3 Kovarnas, so I will try to go by first name with that. Opening tip controlled by the Hawks. Carlin Kovarna and a quick layup, no good. Rebound by Sammy Zubrod. Quickly ahead to Larissa Poland. Poland across the timeline. Poland dribbles into the near corner toward the baseline. Zubrod bounce pass to Haley Poland. Out to Sitzman. Sitzman top of the key. Left-handed dribbles toward the corner. Count was on. Down to the baseline near the paint. Sammy Zubrod 1 foot in the paint. Passes to Hodgson. That shot's no good. Zubrod with the rebound. Put back. No good, but the foul.
Sammy did a good job bringing it up tough there. Hinton executed that tip perfectly.
It was
minus the made bucket.
It was perfect execution, and it caught Hodgson sleeping. As Zubrod goes to the line to shoot 2, puts up the first, and sinks the first for the Jays. Sammy gets on the board early. It's a 1-0 lead for the Jays. Zubrod gets ready to put up the second, puts it up, rattles around, no good. Rebound by Ashlyn. Ahead is Ashlyn Kovarna. Boovy gets it down low, swiped away, and picked up by Hodgson. Ahead comes Sitzman over the timeline with a left hand. Little juke left and right, now at the free throw line. Kicks it out, Hodgson, 3, no good off the back iron. Tipped away by Zubrod. Great effort by the Jays early on. I don't know what more you can say about that, Drew.
Nothing. I had nothing.
Hawks bring it up. Ashlyn Kovarna brings it up over the timeline for the Hawks. 6:56 left to go in the first. 1-0. Jays with the lead. In the corner is Burgad. Back to Ashlyn. Ashlyn back to Burgad. In the near corner. Back to Ashlyn. Cross court to Peters. Swiped away. Picked up by Poland. Ahead to Sitzman. Puts up a left-handed layup. No, and that one's good. Isaiah Sitzman and the Jays lead this one 3-0. Got this one by a field goal, Drew. Into the corner.
We'll see if Hinton get this ball down low.
Long 2 attempt, no good. Hinton comes up with a rebound, tries to get it over to Boovy, not able to, or to Burgad, and they were not able to. Boovy with it now, dribbled, now kicked out. Ashlyn puts up the 3, no good. No Jay there to pick it up, and so the Hawks come up away with the ball. Ashlyn, cross court, now near the top of the key. Shot, no good. And they had to force that one because the previous shot did not hit the rim.
Hinton only shooting 24% from three-point range on the season. They're not an efficient three-point shooting team. Crazy efficient inside the three-point line, though. So the Jays playing that 1-3-1, trying to keep them out of the lane.
Hinton swipes this one away. It's going to be easy layup up and in for Carlin Carvana, and it's 3-2. Larissa Poland wanted to bounce pass ahead. Instead chucks it ahead to Haley Poland. Haley loses track of it here in the near corner. Bounces out to Zubrod. Zubrod out to Sitzman. Sitzman drives right side of the paint. Puts up an errant shot. No good. Rebound is by Avery Burgad, and she is fouled there quickly by Haley Poland. A lot to say in a short time to get there here. 5:36 left to go in the first. It's 3-2, Jays with the lead. Ashlyn slowly brings it up over the timeline, passes left, now further into the corner. It's Burgad. Burgad gets it down in the paint, and we're going to have a foul, and I believe it's going to be on Larissa Poland. That's going to be her first, team's second.
just what we saw the other night, Gehlen getting some foul trouble. Hopefully nobody picks up number 2 in the first quarter.
Hinton gets it in, tries to get it into Boovy, does, kicks it left to Ashlyn, tries a reverse layup, no good, rebound fought for, it's on the ground. Now top of the key, kicked in the corner, Ashlyn, she dribbles it back. Now cross court, tries to get it down low, swiped away by Zubrod, but her foot was on the baseline. Good effort there by Sammy Zubrod, just her foot was on the baseline, it's a turnover.
Hinton went with the high-low, and Gehlen had help over top.
I think they're checking something at the scorer's table. They gave the indication everything was all right.
Shot clock, it looked like. They said that Sammy had possession.
3-point attempt, no good. Putback by Boovy is good. Boovy with 4, Hinton with a 4-3 lead. Sitzman ahead to Hodgson. Hodgson and Zubrod. Zubrod gets it over to Haley Poland just off of her fingertips and out of bounds. Will be Blackhawks basketball.
So far, the 1-3-1 has kept it out of the paint, but Hinton's going to be crashing the boards hard, and if there's no boxing out, that's going to be a tough task for Gehlen.
Bounce pass across. Now back to Ashlyn. Bounce pass, corner, long 2, in and out, no good. Rebound by Sammy Zubrod, and Sammy's got to have 3 rebounds at this point. Larissa Poland is going to bring it up. Now pass it across the timeline to Hodgson. Hodgson had a trailer. Larissa Poland with it near the logo. Bounce pass to Zubrod in the near corner. 4:15 left to go here in the first quarter. Bounce pass Sitzman. Sitzman spots up a 3 off the back iron. No good. Rebound by Ashlyn Kovarna. Ashlyn will bring it up the timeline herself, over the timeline herself. Thought she walked with it there for a second as she gets it into Cadence Peters. 3 near the top of the key. No good. Rebound by Haley Poland. Haley will bring it up over the timeline herself. It's a 1-on-4 with a trailer, and she is fouled in the paint.
Haley maybe bailed out there, trying to go 1-on-4.
It's a bold strategy. Foul's going to be on 53, Ashlyn Kovarna. That's her first, team second of this first half. Nice effort to start the game for Sammy Zubrod, first 4 minutes of the ball game. Haley Poland is, it's Haley Lubin is back for the Jays, and she is now into the ball game. Bonderson also in as Sitzman grabs the top of the key, drives left side of the paint, puts it up off the backboard, count the basket, and the foul. Isaiah Sitzman went strong to the basket and got the foul. Foul is on 35, Avery Burgad. That's her second, team's third, and she is going to get subbed out, and we're going to see Keely DeRoshi. She is a freshman, 5'9", good size from Hinton. Sitzman goes to the line, tries to complete the traditional 3-point play, puts it up and knocks it down. Isaiah Sitzman now with 5, Jays with a 6-4 lead, just under 4 minutes left to go here in this first quarter. Peters will slowly bring it up over the timeline, kicks it left, way left to Kovarna. Bounce pass in down low. And it's going to be off of Hiroshi and out of bounds. Jays basketball on the sideline. And we're going to get a timeout from Hinton. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 on Fuller.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Drew Bickford. Ag State brings you tonight's scoreboard and shot clock. Schuster Trucking brings you to the bottom line. Drew, St. Mary's, we're going to have a tailgate, and it's going to be for Mission Honduras.
Sure is. Mom Bickford going to be running that sucker.
Better get down here to see her. It's going to be from 5 to 7. Taverns, mac and cheese, and assorted dessert bars.
And chips.
And chips. Free will offering, so the more you pay, the better it is for those that are going to Honduras and to help pay for supplies for that trip. Haley Poland receives the inbound pass. She is guarded well in the backcourt, picked up stolen, and who was it? Carlin Kovarna Kovarna was fouled by Isaiah Sitzman. That's Sitzman's first, and Kovarna will go to the line to shoot 2. We were just talking about in the timeout how well the Jays were playing here in the first portion of this first quarter.
Had avoided the turnover versus the press. That 1-2-2, that front of the 1-2-2, that length, got the hand on the ball.
First free throw is up, rattled around and out, no good for Carlene Kovarna. She will get an opportunity to shoot the second, puts it up, off the back iron, no good, gets her own rebound. A little bit of lack of hustle for the Jays as the ball is now swatted around. Thought I was going to get kicked to the near side, and we had a walk of the basketball as Kovarna thought that she was getting a jump stop in there. Grace Gehlen comes in, and Zubrod comes back into the ball game. And I'll tell you what, Zubrod has probably been my favorite addition to the regular playing time for the Jays so far this season. A lot of hustle, a lot of effort. Sitzman across the timeline to Gehlen. Gehlen almost walked with the basketball, and it's off of Bailey Boovy out of bounds. Haley Lubin, the inbounder. You see her right ankle is very heavily taped. Sitzman in between the circles, between the legs dribble, gets a screen temporarily, and that one's swiped away, and it's going to be a 2-on-none ahead. Layup, no good. Gehlen comes away with the rebound. Can she handle it? Yes, she can. Bounce pass ahead to Zubrod. Zubrod stops just before the timeline. Bounce pass to Gehlen, and we're going to have a timeout, 30-second timeout before the 10-second clock runs out. Back in 30.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers you-pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right, Prime Bank's you-pick checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
Back here. Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Drew Bickford, and Haley Lubin will be the inbounder.
Brandon Checker with a timely timeout right there, avoiding the 10-second call. Jays need to keep it off that sideline, trying to break that press. Right now, they're riding that out-of-bounds line pretty tight.
Sitzman near the top of the key, pass to Haley Lubin right, now further right into the corner. Sitzman, she gets doubled and then triple teamed, and then stolen away by Ashlyn Kovarna. Quickly ahead to DeRoshi. DeRoshi, left side of the paint, puts it up, no good, a lot of contact on the left side of that paint, and there's going to be a foul now, and I think it's going to be on Isaiah Sitzman. If it is, that's her second. It is.
The last one was on Haley Poland, so that's they changed that. I thought it was going to be Isaiah too.
Ball inbounded. Peters now into the corner is Burgad. Burgad kicks it into the paint. Now far side. Carlin Kovarna. Now Peters. DeRoshi. Down low is Boovy. Boovy harassed, and we're going to have a foul, and it's going to be on Haley Lubin. That's going to be her first. Team's fifth, and it means fifth of the first quarter. We're shooting bonus. Just saw some of the details coming out. I don't remember what they are right off the top of my head, but remember the Catholic Schools Week is coming up as Boovy hits the first. Catholic Schools Week is coming up at the beginning of February. Check out GehlenCatholic.org for more details. As Boovy hit the first, it's 6-5, and we have a substitution. In comes Carlin Kovarna, and out goes Avery Burgad. Second free throw is up, rattles around and down. We've got a tie ball game. 6-6. Sitzman, bounce pass quickly to Haley Lubin, up to Grace Gehlen. Gehlen across the timeline, almost traveled the basketball instead, threw it away to Boovy. Boovy in the paint, bounce pass right. Now Ashlyn Kovarna, and a long two from that far corner, rebound. Boovy, put back, no good. Rebound, bouncing, now picked up. Ashlyn down low. Peters, nice. Or DeRoshi, nice feed.
Good pass by Ashlyn Kovarna.
8-6 is the score, 1:44 left, and we're going to have a foul in the backcourt. It's going to be on Carlin Kovarna. That's going to be her first. It's going to be the team's fourth.
Right now, the 1-2-2. Gehlen is continuing to bring it down the right side of the court, our left. Got to get that ball back to the middle. Right now, we're riding that sideline.
Baseball pass ahead to Larissa Poland, and it's thrown away, picked up by the Hawks. Ashlyn Kovarna drove to the baseline, now kicks it out. That ball's just swung around so quick. I have a hard time keeping up with the names and the jerseys and everything else. Ashlyn with it now, gets it down low to Boovy. Bounce pass, far corner. DeRoshi. I'm sorry, it was Peters. Down low is Kaylin Kovarna, and stolen away by Zubrod. And she traveled with the basketball as she was swiping those elbows around.
Great job taking the ball away. Just stayed too upright, lost her balance.
Yep. Sammy will go out of the ball game, and into the ball game comes Nevaeh Hodgson. 1:10 left to go here in the first. 8-6 in favor of the Hawks. Ashlyn drives, puts up a shot from 10, rattles around and down. Her first 2 points of the ball game. Drew, they've done a good job, the Jays have, of keeping her off the scoreboard. Larissa Poland catches the advancing pass into the far corner, bounce pass out to Hodgson, to Sitzman, puts up a three, high arc and good! Sitzman now with 8. And the Jays trail 10-9. 43 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Peters to the top of the key, now in the near corner. Bounce or swipe in. That shot no good, but the follow-up was good from Karlin Kovarna. Ahead to Larissa Poland. It's like Brandon was listening to you as they bring it up that far side now. They try to bounce pass it over. Cadence Peters swiped that one away. It's Ashlyn in the corner now. Boovy puts up the shot, no good. Haley Lubin tries to get the rebound, and she is fouled by Karlin Kovarna. That's going to be her second, and it's the team's 5th with 8 seconds left to go in the first.
From my angle, it looked like Bailey Boovy got hit pretty good there on that when she went up. No call. Jays luck out on that one. And they're going to the line, so.
Officials have let this game go just a little bit toward the physical side. Lubin at the line to shoot 2. Puts up the first, off the back iron, no good. Kennedy Paulson waiting to sub in for Lubin. Puts up the second, knocks it down. Haley Lubin now with 1, and it's 12-10 in favor of the Hawks. 8 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Brandon Schecker encouraging the press. Thrown away into the far corner to the cheerleaders. A couple of the junior cheerleaders not quite paying attention, almost smoked one. Jays with 3.7 seconds left, 2 points down here in the first quarter. Larissa Poland tries to get the softball pass up, tipped, shot up at the buzzer, no good. And the Jays trail this one after 1, 10-12. We'll be back after 60 seconds. You're watching Jays and Hawks on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers you-pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right. Prime Bank's you-pick checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford with you here tonight on Fuller Digital Solutions, FullerDigital.net. Reminder that the next game on this YouTube channel will be on Tuesday night as the Jays take on St. Mary's. Tip time for the girls game is 6 o'clock. Boys game to follow. Drew, the Jays with an impressive first quarter, only down 2 after 1.
Yeah, Coach Checker, I'm sure, is happy to just be down 2 right here. Jays have kept Hinton, for the most part, out of the paint. Hinton started off shooting 4 or 5 threes, never made any. Coach Larry took a timeout. Haven't seen him shoot one since, so obviously they're trying to get the ball to the paint.
Jays doing a lot of nice passing against this zone. Hodgson puts it up off the backboard and good. Her first 2 points of the ball game. It's a tie ball game, 12-12 here early in the second. Bounce pass into the corner. DeRoshi back out to Ashlyn. Top of the key is Boovie, now far corner. Back out to the logo. Now Ashlyn with it near the top of the key. Gets it down low. Boovie puts up a shot, and she is fouled right away by Nevaeh Hodgson. Nevaeh just kind of came in right up over the top and fouled her from behind.
That size and athleticism, that lob over the top, easy play for Bailey.
Very much as she goes to the line to shoot 2. It's the first foul of the second quarter. First one is up and good for Boovie.
Just a 51% free throw shooter on the season. 3 for 3 tonight.
Well, that'll help the free throw percentage. Second free throw is up, off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Larissa Poland. I got to remember, instead of saying baseball pass, we should be saying softball pass during the girls' game. 3-point attempt is up and good for Larissa Poland. She now has 3. It's 15-13 in favor of the Jays. First lead since it was 5-4. I'm sorry, 6-4.
Great box out by Kennedy Paulson right there.
Great job as Larissa Poland brings it up for the Jays. She just kind of put her back into it. Hodgson, left side of the paint, swing around Boovie, puts up the shot, and I think they thought it was, I don't know. They're saying that everybody missed the ball on that one.
Ref on the sideline saw that it was deflected, and they talked it over and changed it.
Yep, turned the call over. Zubrod will come into the ball game. Who's she going to come in for? She's going to come in for Schmidt. Officials are going to discuss this, make sure that the shot clock is correct. It is, because it never reset. Sitzman will be the inbounder on the near side, or on the far side there. She has Paulson. Now gets it into her. She had her in the corner. Top of the key. Gets it over. Zubrod stolen away by Ashlyn. Ashlyn's going to have an easy layup. Puts it up off the backboard and in for Ashlyn Kovarna. She has 4. It's tied 15-15. Paulson faked the pass. Now threw it away, trying to get it over to Sitzman.
Ashlyn Kovarna's length has been hurting us, but not in the way you would think. She's not scoring around the rim right now. She's causing turnovers.
It's been more on the defensive side of things. Throw in from Peters to Ashlyn. She moves around the top of the key, bounce pass into Boovie. She puts up a floater, no good, but she is fouled in the process of shooting. Foul is going to be on Kennedy Paulson. That's her first. It's the team's second of the quarter. Boovie again goes to the line. She missed that free throw. I think she's 3 for 5 on the night tonight, Drew.
Now she's 3. Ever since I talked about it,
you got that announcer's jinx. You did it the last game, too. Boovie at the line to shoot the second. Puts it up and knocks it down. Bailey Boovie with 6.
Jinx. The opposite jinx right there.
Thrown in. It's going to be off of DeRoshi, and it'll remain Jays basketball. Kind of a lazy high pass. Jays are getting a bit of a taste of a full court press here. Stop. Gets it up to Hodgson. Hodgson up to Sitzman. Sitzman stops behind the arc. Cross court. Tries to get it between the Poland sister, Larissa, over to Haley. Haley gets it over to Sitzman. Deep 3. Okay. That'll play. She now has 11. It's 18-16 in favor of the Jays. Still early in the second, just under 6. Ashlyn Kovarna stopped her dribble. Now into the corner is Burgad. Burgad back to Ashlyn. Left side. That shot is no good. Picked up by Zubrod. Sitzman will bring it up for the Jays. Up over the timeline, left hand, nice screen by Hodgson. 3 off the front iron, no good. It's going to be off of Hodgson, out of bounds to the Blackhawks.
Thought she had another one right on line, just short.
Pass inbounded to Ashlyn Kovarna. Sitzman harassing her just a little bit in the backcourt. Jays still with a 1-3-1 right now. Ashlyn now kicks it left. Boovy drove right side of the paint. 3-point attempt off the iron. No good. Rebound over the back by DeRoshi. 3-point attempt. Ashlyn, no good. It's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to stay Blackhawks basketball. I think they're going to say it's off of Haley Poland. 5:08 left to go here in the second. Remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We're live again on Tuesday night. Thanks to Ag State for sponsoring tonight's scoreboard. And tonight's bottom line is brought to you by Schuster Trucking. Quick inbound pass. 3 good. Swish by Cadence Peters. Her first 3 points of the ball game. It's 19-18 in favor of the Hawks. Bounce pass over to Poland. Stops on the logo. Reach in for a second. Needs to get it past. And we're going to have a timeout by Coach Schecker. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching Jays and Blackhawks on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Catholic in Lamar's, Iowa instills respect and Christian values in a caring environment for students preschool through 12th grade. Teachers and staff go above and beyond to provide a high-quality education and are dedicated to student success. We are a community striving to live God's Word each day through academics, service opportunities, athletics, and so much more. Gehlen Catholic School, in partnership with Spalding Catholic School, all are welcome to experience excellence in education and leadership through Christ.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Drew Bickford. And Drew, the Jays are giving the Hawks everything they can handle here in the first 12 minutes of this ball game.
Hinton just made their first 3 of the game. Let's see if that's contagious and their shooting picks up. They're outside the paint. I don't think they've made a shot yet, except for the free throw line. So we'll see if those shots start to fall.
Larissa Poland inbounds it to Sitzman. Sitzman brings it over the timeline. Now with the right hand, stops near the logo. Bounce pass over to Hodgson. Hodgson looking for a little bit of help. It's going to be off of a Blackhawk into the hands of Larissa Poland. They're going to count the basket and the foul. I'm surprised because I thought that was on the floor for sure.
I'd agree. Looked like she got fouled and took another step and then went up.
That's going to be the first team foul, and it's going to be the first one for Cadence Peters of the game.
Right there is a good example of when the ball is going out of bounds on the opponent's side on the baseline, don't save it.
Softball pass down the court. Got Boovy running the right side of the paint, puts up the shot off the backboard and in. Boovy now with 8, and it's 22. Let me try this again. It is 21. That's what I thought it was. Gosh dang it. 22-21 is the score, and Haley Poland is fouled under the hoop by Boovy. Boovy came, flying in like Wonder Woman and just kind of landed on her back.
The shortest player on the court. Nobody boxed her out. She went and found it. Bailey Boovy bit on her little ball fake and gave her a good shove.
Zubrat out and Schmidt into the ball game. Quickly into Hodgson. Hodgson handoff. Sitzman 3 off the back iron. No good. Rebound by Hodgson. Puts it up and in. She now has 4. It's 24-21. Jays with the lead. Ashlyn in the corner. Gets it out to Boovy. Free throw line jumper. No good. Rebound Hodgson. Hodgson up to Sitzman. Sitzman across the timeline. Schmidt puts up the jumper and in. Where has this team been all season? Emerson Schmidt and the Jays have a 26-21 lead. Back after this on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
It should be 24.
Okay. Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Drew Bickford. A little bit of a counting error on our part. It is 24-21, 3:39 left to go here in the second. Exciting ball game.
Difference of the game right now, Jays are knocking down the mid-range jumpers. Hinton has not.
And the Jays have really done a great job on the backboards too. Peters, bounce pass down low to Boovie. She's triple teamed. Top of the key, almost swiped away by Sitzman. She hits the deck. It's now 5-on-4. Ashland in the corner, drives the baseline, kicks over to Boovie, puts it up off the backboard, no good. Rebound, put back is up and in for DeRoshi. DeRoshi with 4, it's 24-23. Sitzman bounce pass ahead to Larissa. Larissa gets it over the timeline, stops, kick it over Hodgson. Hodgson thought about 3 for a second. Larissa pulling, deep 3, no good. Barely catches backboard and rim. Ashton Kovarna will bring it up over the timeline. 2:52 left to go here in the second. She drives in the paint, puts it up, and they're going to count that as a charge. Kovarna picks up her second. It's going to be the team's third.
And Ashland, that's a big loss. She's a stat stuffer. 6.5 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 10.1 points. She does everything. 3.1 steals a game. She's everywhere on the court.
Just her second foul. The third one is the third team foul. As Haley Lubin bounce pass into Hodgson. Hodgson puts it up off the backboard. No good. Rebound fought for. And we're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Haley Poland. That's going to be her second, team's third. 2:36 left to go here in the second. Oh, it's her third. My apologies. I forgot you said there was one that we missed there. Hello to Jeff in Indiana tonight. Appreciate you watching. Tuning in from out of state. A lot of out-of-staters. I know there's a lot of grandparents, aunts, and uncles, and we have a officials. There's blood. Yeah, Sitzman's bleeding from the knee. So she's going to go straight back to the training room, and I think Eric and Bob, there's 2 coaches and a trainer heading back to tape that up. You got to imagine that's going to be a quick tape job. All 3 coaches from Hinton were eager to get her out of the ball game. They're going to give the ball to Hinton on the baseline, 25 seconds left on the shot clock, 2:25 left on the game clock.
Shout out to Matt Kuntz watching, I think, from home.
More than likely.
I think he had knitting or canning going on tonight, so
some
at home
kind of canning. 3-point attempt from Peters, no good. Rebound by the Blackhawks. Fought for, and the Jays come up with it. Larissa Poland doing the splits. Haley Lubin ahead, and that's going to be off of Emerson Schmidt. Couldn't get her body turned around quick enough. That was a great effort to get the ball ahead, but Emerson just couldn't get around quick enough to get that basketball. 24-23 is still the score. Sitzman comes back out, goes straight to the scorer's table as Ashland, and there's going to be an over-the-back call on Carlin Kovarna, and if I'm correct, that's her third, team's fourth. What is going on here tonight?
So the Jays there have been numerous calls that could have been over the back, but the Jays weren't boxing out, so you're not going to get that call. Finally, we had Larissa box out and the over-the-back call.
Isaiah Sitzman gets it up over the timeline. Lubin back to Sitzman. Sitzman to Larissa Poland in the far corner. She tries to bounce out of it. Double teamed. Swiped at. She's doing everything she can. They're trying to get a 5-second call on her. It's going to be off of one of the Blackhawks, and it's going to be Jays basketball with 18 left on the shot clock.
I think the ref missed that one. It looked like it went off the Blackhawk foot and back off Larissa's leg.
I thought it went off of her shin, but we are in the wrong position where we're at.
I don't have my glasses on tonight, so.
You never have your glasses on, sir. Sitzman receives the inbound between the circles, gets a screen from Hodgson, drives, kicks it out to Schmidt. Now over to Larissa Poland. Larissa. Lubin picks it up with 2, puts up a shot, no good, misses the back iron, and we're going to have a shot clock violation. 24-23, 80 ticks left here to go in this first half. Jays looking impressive in this first half. Ashlyn Kovarno will bring it up slowly over the timeline. 1:16 left to go in the first. Ball into the far corner to Peters, back to Ashlyn. Near corner is DeRoshi. Kicked out, long 2, knocks it down, does Cadence Peters. You wonder if she takes another step back if that's not a 3 that's completed.
Cadence made both buckets that were made outside the paint today.
Sitzman over to Lubin. Lubin near the top of the key. Dribbles out. Needs to hand it off. Gets it across to Sitzman. Sitzman drives right side of the paint. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Hodgson. I thought Hodgson was about as still as a statue. They're going to say that she chicken winged her.
She wasn't turned straight towards the defender. She was kind of turned to the side. That's a tough one.
25-24 in favor of the Blackhawks. 38.2 left, so about a 3.2 shot clock to game clock differential as Ashlyn brings it up over the timeline slowly. It's going to come back to her outside of the key, outside of the three-point line rather. Cross-court pass. Thought they were going to get the wide-open jumper, but the pass was low. Boovy on the baseline, puts it up. No basket, but a foul with 20.6 left. That's going to be on Zubrod, and that's going to be Sammy's, just her first foul. Impressive with as athletic as she has been tonight. For that just to be her first. Knocks down the first, does Boovy. She has 9, and it's 26-24.
Right now, the only foul trouble Carlin Kavarna has 3, and so does Haley Poland.
Boovy puts up the second and knocks it down. Boovy now with 10, and at least half of those have to be free throws. Sitzman brings it up over the timeline, 17 left. In the first half, puts up an underhanded layup and good. She has 13. It's 27-26. 8 seconds left, and that one's swiped away by Grace Kellen. No reaction out of Eric Kellen in the corner. Absolutely none. Ashlyn Kovarno will be the inbounder with 7.4 seconds. 3, 4, and that's a 5 count. Student section making some noise. Good to see the boys over in the student section making a little noise for the girls tonight. Haley Lubin will be the inbounder to Sitzman. Sitzman will bring it up over the timeline with 5. Gets directed with 1. Needs to put it up. It's swiped away. It's 27-26 after 1. We will come back and we will talk to Coach Wilchin. You're watching Jays and Hawks on Fuller Digital Solutions.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. Haul with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Coach Wilchin, and The Jays suffered a loss at the hands of Akron Westfield by a 3-point margin last Friday night, 57-54, and it was a tough loss, Coach.
Yeah, it was, especially to finish the way we did with the energy we finished at the end of the game. We just got to learn to start there, Matt, and maybe not put ourselves in a hole the first 3 or 4 minutes of every game.
It was 16-10 after one, so you guys trailing by 6 and kind of went back and forth, and it was a 9-point deficit at halftime, and it was even 10 after the third quarter. So what'd you say at least at halftime to try to I'm sure there were some words said.
That might be a secret, man. Let's just say it this way. It was short and sweet. Let's put it that way.
I'll say this. We talked in our last halftime interview that Gabe had 4 or 5 tendons that were damaged, torn in that right hand, but he came out with 22 in the last game, and you have to be both proud and impressed to that effort.
Yeah, he came in the game. You could see the fire in his eyes and the focus right off the get-go, so he played well right off the bat. And then the entire team played that way the last 3 to 4 minutes. I've been begging those guys all year, that competitive edge, the will to win, the confidence in your shot. We're still feeling that out. Hopefully that we build from that last 5 minutes of the last game, and we start a little bit better tonight.
Dane got in foul trouble early in that last game. Do you think that was somewhat of a contribution to what happened in that first half?
A little bit. Dane's a real nice ball player. He'll be more effective tonight against Akron with the 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" guys inside. Really not his strength, but ball handling, passing, shooting. I'm expecting a big game from him tonight against their pressure. Be able to handle the ball.
Trevor Teal came up big. He put up 16 points with a couple of threes and a lot of deep twos.
Yeah. Trevor's got nice touch inside. I wish he'd share that touch with his brother a little bit once in a while. But no, Trevor, him and Landon Wright are both, once they get hot, once they feel the offense coming, they shoot both of those guys shoot the ball really nice. We just got to try to figure out a way to get them going maybe in the first quarter, first half.
Leighton Cook was somewhat of a J killer.
Yeah, that's 2 games in a row for us, and that was pretty much my talk at halftime. We just can't let guys go off like that defensively against us. We got to figure out where he's at. He had a nice game, nothing against him. He shot the ball well, but we're giving him confidence. We're giving him good looks. He's getting inside. With Carson not in there, he's able to get inside on us a couple times. Gabe had his hands full with Monarch. He's also a good player. So when teams have that big guy and a guard out there, that's a nice player. That's a tough handle for us, especially with Carson being out.
Nolan reminds me a little bit of a Bonderson type. Yep. He's not as big as what Keaton was when he left the program, but the quickness and the speed and somewhat of the emotion on the face is what I'll leave it at. Yep. It's almost a similar. I think the competitive nature is there. What do you see in that?
Oh, there's no doubt. Nolan is one of the most competitive guys I've coached. Some guys may say, "Oh, it's not selfish." He wants to win for the team, and I've never seen a selfish bone in his body. Really, he just likes to win. He wants to win, and it really aggravates him when he doesn't. But he's quick. He's like Bonderson. He's a little taller. He's just got to get his inside shots to fall down for him. He had so many last night. I thought he took great shots to get against Akron, and they just rolled in, rolled out. That game came down to some kind of those shots, and unfortunately Akron's all went in. If you watch game film, they all went in, and ours all rolled out last night, or Tuesday night.
Hinton comes in here tonight, 6-4. The Jays are 4-6 tonight. Give us a couple of keys for tonight's ball game for the Jays to come away with a victory.
Handle the pressure. They're gonna play 3-quarter court pretty much most of the game. Typical Hinton. If they get us in a turnover mode, we're going to be in trouble. So we got to be able to handle the pressure, shoot the ball well, keep the turnovers down. Luckily, they're not as big a team as we faced in the past, so we're hoping inside with Gabe and Dane, if we can break it in there, get some points, get to the foul line, basically control the ball and get good shots.
Coach, appreciate it. Good luck tonight. And we will talk to you again on Tuesday night when you guys take on Remsen St. Mary's. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching Jays.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, and we just heard from Coach Wilchin about the last game and tonight's upcoming game, and it was a little bit interesting, but we've got one heck of a ball game on our hands here, Drew.
One. Coach Shecker is licking his chops at a chance to take down Hinton. Hinton's a solid ball club. This is the best the Jays have looked all season. Knocking down mid-range jumpers. The 1-3-1 has been pretty effective. Hinton occasionally is able to move the ball quickly enough to get it down low or a lob over the top, especially to Bailey. But the Hinton has not made, besides Cadence Peters, made a mid-range jumper and a three-pointer. Nobody else has made anything outside the paint.
It's been an impressive performance tonight from the Jays. The amount of harassment they've given the Blackhawks in addition to the rebounding. We haven't seen rebounding like this out of the Jays all season long.
Well, you can tell the game plan. I know Brian Kolbeck will watch more film than anybody. The 1-3-1 is not really pushing out very far. They're really sagging back, trying to take away the paint. The Jays are almost daring Hinton to shoot it from the outside. Early on, they were shooting it. Coach Larry took a timeout. They talked about it. Now they're not forcing those shots. We'll see. I'm sure Gehlen will say the same thing. We'll see what kind of adjustments Hinton made to beat that.
Coming up on Saturday, April 20th, it'll be a night in Nashville, Friends of Gehlen Catholic Ball. That'll take place over at the Convention Center. It's always a great time, great program. Amy Jungers and her staff of both Maggie Erdman and the parent volunteers, they do one heck of a job with the effort that they put in to this event. It's the biggest fundraiser of the year for the school, and all the funds go back to the school. There's a lot of great items up for auction, including naming rights for the gym. There's parking spaces available and many, many unique, one-of-a-kind items.
Always a fun night to spend with friends, see people from the community, and see a lot of people that graduated years ago that come back.
A lot of times, I think for the alumni, it surprises on who comes back because it's never the same year over year.
Yeah, see people you haven't seen for years.
Reminder, Catholic Schools Week, first week in February. More details can be found on GehlenCatholic.org. Little teaser. Hope Mrs. Jungers won't be mad at me for this. Drew, a new website is coming for GehlenCatholic.org.
Ooh, that'll be neat.
Brand new, redesigned, easier to navigate. It'll look better on mobile. So no app, but it will be super mobile friendly. So I'm super excited about that. It's been something that her and her staff have been really working hard on, and I'm really impressed on all the work that they've put into it. Reminder also that Tuesday night, in addition to the basketball game, Drew, is there's a feed beforehand. There's a tailgate. That'll be taverns and mac and cheese. There's some chips. As they say in Northwest Iowa, there's going to be some bars. It's a free will offering. The proceeds go toward the Mission Honduras trip, supplies, as well as what else is involved with that, Drew?
Supplies to complete work, but supplies also to give to the people of Honduras. A lot of good comes out of that, not just for Honduras, but for the people that go down there to see what it's like to live in Honduras and what the culture is like down there. It's a great experience.
as we get started here in the second half. Hawks lead this one 27-26. Peters with it now, gets it over to Ashland. Ashland, free throw line jumper, knocks it down. Ashland Kovarna with 6. It's 29-26. Bounce pass into Hodgson, stopped at the free throw line. Bounce pass out to Poland, back out to Hodgson. Hodgson with a count on her, needs to move it. Gets it over to Larissa Poland. I don't think she was expecting that. I think it was supposed to go to Sitzman. Haley Poland there with it at the top of the key to Sitzman. 13 left on the shot clock. Sitzman dribbles right in between the circles. Backs up, now gets a screen partially from Hodgson. Drives baseline, 6 seconds left. Poland puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound, fought for, and we're going to have a held ball. It's going to remain Jays basketball.
Sammy Zubrad, been real active on the boards tonight.
Very impressive. Coach Schecker calls out his offense that he wants, or his inbound play that he wants to see. Looks like some form of box, Drew. Gets into Larissa Poland. Poland, bounce pass out to Sitzman, thought about a 3. Has Haley Poland in the far corner. Gets a screen from Hodgson, left side of the paint, over to Larissa Poland. Poland now drives to the paint herself, puts up a floater, no good, but it's fouled.
Not a lot of contact, just a little body contact. Refs looking to control the game early.
That's the 4th foul on Carlin Kovarna, and she is going to come out of the ball game, and that's early for that.
You don't want to pick up your 4th and a little ticky-tack.
Ooh, rattles around and out, no good. Drew, I don't think I've seen the gym this full this season. That includes the MMCRU game. This is as full as I've seen the gym all year, and I got to imagine it's going to pack up quicker.
It's good to see right away. At the start of the girls' game, it was pretty full right away.
Zubrod with the rebound, put back, no good. Rebound, come away is Ashland. Into the near corner, off the fingertips, able to keep control, back out to Ashland. Down low, put back is DeRoshi. She has 6. It's 31-26. Hinton pulling away just a little. Larissa Poland on the far side near the logo, drives into the paint, kick out, Haley Poland, top of the key. Hodgson pulls the trigger on a 3, no good, bouncing around, fought for on the ground. We're going to have a held ball, and it's going to be Hinton basketball.
The next couple possessions are going to be huge for Gehlen. They're not an explosive offensive team, so can't get forward to get back behind by more than 5. Got to stay within reaching distance anyway.
5 starts to feel like 10 as Ashland brings it up over the timeline to Roshi. With it now to Peters. Ashland gets it down low. Peters puts it up and in. I'm sorry, DeRoshi puts it up and in. She has 8. It's 33-26. Is Coach Schecker going to let him try to play it out? Only one timeout from the Jays in the first half. Sitzman falling down, stolen away. And up the floor comes Peters. Peters, bounce pass. It's going to be off of DeRoshi's foot, out of bounds. It will be Jays basketball.
Coach Leary, you can tell the adjustment he made with the 1-3-1. They're looking to attack the 1-3-1, get it into about the elbow, and they're looking to pass down across the lane of the other block, and it's worked a few times right in a row.
Zubrod gets it to Hodgson, lost control of it and picked up by Peters. Sloppy ball handling for the Jays in the second half. Ashland Kovarna puts up the jumper off the backboard. I thought that was almost going to be too hard as she knocks down her 8th point, and the Jays take a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Marcus Lumber's showroom offers you an experience like no other. So when you're thinking of replacing your windows, Marcus Lumber is sure to help add clarity for the decision best fit for your home. Featuring Thermotech premium windows, they will show you quality, energy-efficient options. Made in the upper Midwest, Thermotech knows a thing or two about the temperature extremes that we face. So expect more energy savings, more beauty, and more comfort with Marcus Lumber and Thermotech windows.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Drew Bickford. Hello to the Christoffel family, Amanda and the family. Appreciate you watching tonight. Hopefully you're chasing the kiddos around, getting ready for bed. Go to bed, Nolan. as Larissa brings it up over the timeline. Now with the left hand, hands it off. Sitzman puts up the three, no good. Thought it was on line, just a little bit short as Boovie. I thought she kind of carried that basketball, bringing it up over the timeline. Into the corner is DeRoshi. Tries to get it down to Boovie. Larissa Poling couldn't believe that landed in her hands as she brings it up the court. 35-26, 4:57 left to go here in the third. That one swatted away. Larissa thought she had it for a second. Ashland's going to bring it back. She's got numbers 3-on-2. Foul against Sitzman as she fouled Peters. It's going to be Sitzman's second. It's going to be the team's first of the second half.
You can see why Ashlyn Kavarna gets a lot of steals. Extremely active hands, long, but just extremely active hands.
Long arms. First free throw attempt from Peters is off and true. 37-26. Clocking back to the first half, it's a 10-0 run for the Blackhawks. Second free throw attempt missed. Putback missed. Count the basket and the foul for Bailey Boovie. She now has 12. It's 39. I'm sorry. What did I miss? I missed a point in there anyway. It's 38-26 as Boovie tries to make it a traditional three-point play, does as she kiss the front of the rim.
That's 2 times tonight the Jays haven't boxed out on a free throw. Inexcusable free throw, the easiest time to box out. Not even long rebounds. They're just ones that trickled off the rim.
Jays trailed by 1 at half, trail by 13 now off the hands of Hodgson. And again, ball handling errors for the Jays might be what sinks them here tonight. Ashland into the near corner. Burgad, Ashland gets it down low. Boovie spins off of Hodgson and puts it up and in. Boovie now with 15. It's 41-26. Sitzman tries to get it across and just errant passing. They've clogged up the passing lanes, Drew. Kovarna puts it up and in. Ashlyn Kovarna now has 10. 43-26.
Jays with the turnover, and rather than turning back and sprinting, jog back down the court, and Ashlyn just beat everybody down the court, ball just dribbling it all the way down to the rim.
Off of Haley Poland's hands, out of bounds. We're going to see Zubrod and Kellen come into the ball game for Sitzman and Hodgson. 3:46 left to go here in this third quarter. Ashland brings it up to Peters. Back to Ashland near the top of the key, near side Burgad. Burgad back out to Ashland. Ashland dribbles, free throw line jumper, off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Zubrod. Zubrod bounce pass over to Haley Poland. Haley will bring it up over the timeline. Left hand poked away, picked up by Haley Lubin. Grace Kellen, three, off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Ashlyn Kovarna. Ashlyn will bring it up the floor herself on the far side. Kicks it over to DeRoshi. Now Peters. Peters back to Ashlyn. Ashlyn thought about getting it to Boovie. Instead takes the jumper from the side, no good. And Boovie comes up with the rebound. Burgad puts up the easy basket. Count the basket and the foul. 45-26. And just like that, it's almost 20 points.
2 possessions in a row. Hinton is shooting less than 10% from three-point range. 2 possessions in a row that Hinton got the ball outside the three-point line. The Jays close out of control. Hinton drives in, passes across the lane for an easy bucket.
46-26, 2:57 left to go in the third. Lubin brings it up over the timeline. Lubin stops to Schmidt. And we're going to have a kick ball. Will be Jays basketball on the side. Oh, no, they're going to say it on the baseline. Haley Lubin, the inbounder. Looking to get it in. Gets it up to Grace Kellen. Grace on the baseline. They're going to say an offensive foul on Zubrod. Her second, team's fourth. That's another thing, Drew, is that 4 team fouls here with 2:44 left to go here in the third. Becca Lars brings it up over the timeline. Back to Ashland. That's Becca's first time into the ball game here tonight. Ashland decides to pull the trigger on a three. No good. Rebound. And they're going to say simultaneous possession.
I think some of the fans are mad that there's not an over-the-back call, but Bailey actually had the ball first, and then Haley actually reached up and pulled it down over top of her.
Over the back isn't really it's not technically a call in basketball. I've been told by several officials. Is Lubin able to get control of that one? Lubin over to Kellen in the far corner. Kellen dribbles out. Gives it to Haley Poland. Haley over to Haley. Zubrod, right side of the paint, drives, loses control, out of bounds. It's going to be Hinton's basketball with 1:57 left to go in the third. (46-26) is the lead for the Hawks. Pass across the timeline to Lars. Lars bounce pass into Boovy, gets a cutter, backdoor to Roshi. No good. Rebound by the Jays, and Haley Poland brings it up over the timeline. Haley bounce pass to Zubrod. Over to Kellen. Top of the key, Haley Poland. Poland not sure what to do with the ball. Quickly, Schmidt releases the ball. No good. Rebound by Boovy. Boovy will bring it up the floor herself. Bounce pass over to DeRoshi. And DeRoshi now has 10. It's 48-26. Jays send 4 to the scorer's table with 1:11 left to go here in the quarter. Schmidt with it now. Schmidt over to Poland. And Poland's going to be fouled by Becca Lars. A plethora of new bodies coming in for the Jays here. But it almost has a little bit of the feeling of too little, too late.
This has not been an efficient third quarter for the Jays.
No, sir. In fact, the Jays have not scored in over 7 minutes of play. That ball inbounded, received by Larissa Poland. Sitzman tries to get it to Hodgson, swiped away by Boovy. Sitzman able to receive it back. That shot is no good, able to get her own rebound, puts up the shot and is fouled with 52 flat. Sitzman will go to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Avery Burgad. That's going to be her third, team's third of the quarter.
Have the Jays scored this half yet?
No, sir. Free throw is up. Still haven't scored yet. 48-26. Sitzman still at the line, attempting her second. Puts that one up off the back iron, no good, and the Jays still have not scored this half. That one's going to bounce off of Peters and out of bounds. I think Haley Poland kind of looked back and said, "Made you flinch."
I think she was worried she would be called for a fourth, but
I thought
no
she
call.
was going to be called for a fourth. Larissa Poland with the ball now, 41 seconds left to go. That one swiped away by Boovy, and Larissa Poland with the foul. Team's fifth. It's going to be Larissa's second.
I'm not sure what Coach Larry said in the locker room, but it must have been right.
Do you think it started well now, Shucks?
I'm sure it did.
First one from Boovy's up and good. She now has 16. 49-26. Jays have still not scored in the second half. Boovy puts up the second and misses. Paulson will bring it up the floor for the Jays. Paulson, bounce pass over to Haley Poland. She puts up a three, no good. Rebound, Burgad. And Ashland will bring it up the floor, no shot clock. Hinton can play for one, instead bounce pass into Boovy. She misses that one, gets her own rebound, pulled away by Poland. Poland over to Paulson. Haley with it now. Sitzman with 7. 5 in the paint, and she is fouled with 3.9.
Still not in the bonus. I think it was on the floor.
Cadence Peters commits the foul. It's her second. Sitzman gets it into Hodgson. Handoff, Sitzman, and another foul on Peters. That's her third. Now Sitzman will go to the line.
Gehlen will take that gift. That was going to be a tough shot coming around the screen with the 3.7 seconds left.
Sitzman puts up the first, knocks it down.
The Jays are on the board in third.
It's taken almost the entire 8 minutes of the quarter. Puts up the second, knocks it down. She now has 15. I was going to say, I don't think that one would count, and it doesn't. Jays trail this one 49-28. We'll come back with the final quarter after this. You're watching Jays and Blackhawks on.
Whether you are combining, hauling grain, or heating your home, fuel powers the fall. When it comes to energy, you need a company who is trustworthy, understands your needs, and who delivers to you. A company who is local, reliable, and affordable. That company is Ag State. Ag State Energy is clean, comfortable, convenient, while staying competitively priced for our customers. Give Laura Sanguin or Seth Duff a call for all your energy needs.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Welcome back to the Dub Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Drew Bickford. Drew, before the St. Mary's game is a tailgate. What do we got to eat?
We got some taverns with mac and cheese, chips and bars, and some good company.
Mrs. Bickford?
I think it shall be there.
Perfect. As we get started with the fourth quarter, Jays trail this one 49-28. And I think the Hawks are going to be content just to take one shot every time down. Kovarna, and we're going to have a tie-up. It's going to be Jays basketball. Thought Sitzman got up a little gingerly there for a second. Of course, she had blood there in the second quarter. That's why she has the wrap near the right knee. Larissa Poland brings it up over the timeline. Bounce pass into Hodgson. Hodgson looking for a little help. Gets a cutter. Sitzman count the basket. She now has 17. It's 30-49.
As good as the Jays looked in the first half, that was probably one of the worst quarters they put together this year. So just a tale of two halves.
Coach Checker, all he can hope is that they close out okay as that three falls for Cadence Peters, who now has 9.
That's both the threes for Hinton tonight.
Larissa Poland. She gets a screen from Hodgson, handoff to Paulson, right to Haley Poland. She is guarded by Ashlyn Kovarna. And Haley is small. And that is one heck of a size difference. As it gets to Paulson in the near corner, out to Larissa Poland. Hodgson, bounce past Poland. They're going to need to put something up soon. 3, 2, 1. Second time tonight, shot clock violation for the Jays.
Nobody even looking at the rim. Just passing around the outside, and at some point, somebody's got to look at that rim.
Or somebody's got to say something. Somebody. The bench has got to make some noise. Shoot. I'd even charge it to the student section. Shoot. Ashlyn backs it up. Over to Peters. If you're not going to leave her guarded, she's going to shoot it, guys. Back to Peters. Why not? Of course, Cadence Peters with 12.
And her third three of the night.
Count it.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're doing this just for you guys at home. We got a timeout. It's a full timeout. Back in 60 on Fuller.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers you pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right, Prime Bank's You Pick Checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford. Tuesday night, the Jays take on the foes from 10 miles down Highway 3, Remsen St. Mary's. Game time for the girls is 6 o'clock, boys to follow. Bounce pass in to Ashlyn Kovarna. Ashlyn dribbles, not dribbles, to the far side of the court. Ashlyn, that one swiped at by Sitzman. To her sister in the corner. Gets it down low. Same spot on the floor. Misses. 3. Rebound. Count the basket and the foul for Carlin Kovarna. She has 6. It's 57-30. It's on Haley Poland. It's her 4th. Sammy Zubrod waits to come into the ball game. She knocks that one down. She now has 7. 58-30. And Larissa Poland will inbound to Sitzman. Over to Poland. Poland will bring it up the floor for the Jays. She drives toward the basket. Now relaxes back out. One over the top, back out to Paulson. Larissa Poland drives the baseline, bounce past Zubrod, puts up the shot and the basket for Sammy Zubrod. It's her first basket of the night, but not her first points. Ashlyn to Carlin, back to Ashlyn, into the corner. Peters back out to Ashlyn, 24 on the shot clock, 5:02 left on the game clock, 58-32 is Carlin. That one, she gets her own rebound after she missed the 3, but a foul. Foul's going to be on Sammy Zubrod. That's going to be her 3rd, team's 2nd. First one rattles around and down for Carlin Kovarna. She now has 8. It's 59-32. Second free throw attempt is up and good. Paulson. Now Schmidt. Schmidt looking for somebody to pass it to. Gets it to Zubrod. Zubrod bounce pass to Larissa Poland. Larissa thought about a 3. Didn't pull the trigger. Paulson over to Sitzman. Sitzman. Free throw line. Stops. Over to Larissa Poland. 11 on the shot clock. Somebody say something. Paulson pulls up a 3. No good. And it's going to be Hawks basketball. Poland will go out, Lubin will come in, and Ashlyn Kovarna will go out, and I'm going to say Kelly DeRoshi. Is that what it looks like to you, Drew?
Kelly or Keeley?
One of the two.
Kaylee, maybe?
Kaylee? I don't know. Fun with names, friends. Fun with names.
Haley Lubin still gimping just a little bit.
A little bit. That's part of the problem of getting warmed up and then cooling down with a injury like an ankle. We're going to have a foul down low. And
that's going to be Sammy's 4th.
But at this point, Drew, there's 4 minutes left to go. You're down by you're down by 28.
Might as well use all 5.
You get 5. There's a reason.
Hinton does a really good job of interior passing when they're down there. They turned it over a few times in the first half, well, more than a few. But the second half, they've put on a good passing clinic.
Larissa Poland commits the foul on Boovy on the inbound. It's the 4th team foul of the 4th quarter. Inbound to Boovy. Sitzman tried to get up over her back as Carlin comes up. It's a fight under the basket. It's going to be a held ball. And it'll stay Hinton basketball. Hinton will have the inbound here. Gets it inbounded to Carlin. 3-point attempt from Lars, no good. Gets her own rebound, kind of like you do in the driveway. Lars gets it back. Over into the corner, Carlin. Lars, 3-point attempt. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Hinton in the corner. That'd be Burgad, and we've got a push. It's going to be on Haley Lubin. It's going to be her 2nd, team's 5th.
Avery with a good job kind of breaking that double team trap in the corner, stepping through, drawing contact.
First free throw attempt by Burgad, no good. 3:28 left to go in the game. It's 60-32 in favor of the Blackhawks, and we see Scheitler into the ballgame for the first time. She has a little bit of a brace on that right ankle. Second free throw attempt is up and good for Burgad. Sitzman quickly ahead over the timeline. Between the legs dribble, back near the top of the key. Dribbles back to the left, gets a screen from Zubrod. Scheitler over to Lubin. Far corner Schmidt. Schmidt dribbles out toward the paint. Wanted to put up a shot, and she's going to be fouled, I believe, by Becca Lars. Foul is on Lars. That's her first, team's first of this 4th quarter. Remember when we used to count past 7, Drew, for fouls?
That was it. I like that. I like that better than this. One-on-one. I like the one-on-one.
And then we counted to 10?
You just counted to 12 earlier.
I mean, I can do it. Offensive foul is on Emerson Schmidt. It's her first. Teams. Lars inbounds it to Peters. Back to Lars. 3 minutes left to go in the ball game. Nice ball movement. Carlin puts up the 3. No good. And we're going to have a foul. I believe it's going to be on Carlin Kovarna. If it is, it's her 5th. It is.
She did a good job. Good effort, though. Missed the shot. Nobody boxed her out. She followed her shot.
She leaves the game with 9 points. Respectable effort on the night for her. Sitzman will bring the ball up for the Jays. Sitzman dribbles toward the baseline, puts up the shot, no good, but is fouled in the act of shooting.
Hinton girls kind of looking around, seeing who fouled.
It's going to be on Burgad. That's her 4th. Drew, do you have a Hinton team in the J Jam coming up here in February?
I don't believe so. I don't think so.
And you have open spaces, right?
I do. I believe I have one sixth grade spot left. I could take on one more 7th yet.
And this is
it's
for
getting
the
close to filled.
Boys, right?
This is boys, February 16 and 17. Still looking for a couple teams.
Contact you?
Yes, you can. Posted on the Northwest Development or Northwest
Youth
Sports page on Facebook.
Okay. Peters brings it up over the timeline. 2:28 left to go. Lars They're just going to kind of work that triangle, aren't they, Drew? Back and forth, and knocks it down again. Does Cadence Peters? How many is that, 4?
That was 4 threes, making that defense move side to side until they find an opening.
Sitzman in the paint, tries to put it up, and Cadence Peters commits her 4th. Team's 4th also. And we're going to have 3 Blackhawks coming to the game. I think we will see all of the starters head to the bench. And as that happens, I apologize for not getting a lot of the names as we move into the waning minutes of this ball game. Hello to my wife at home. Sitzman, top of the key, deep, 3, nope.
You think your wife's actually listening to you? She probably hears you enough at home.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Lars with it beyond the arc, top of the key, 3, no good off the front iron. Rebound by Gehlen. Gehlen brings it up the floor, puts up a layup, no good. Rebound fought for, swiped at, and the rebound is by Megan Leary. So coach's daughter, huh?
I guess so, just a freshman.
Yeah. Lars over to Leary, into the corner. That's Pierce. Leary with it now. Ooh, close to a walk. 3, no good. Fought for by the Hawks. Leary comes away with it. 1:07 left to go. 64-34, swiped away by Hodgson. It was swiped away from Stussy. Corner, 3, no good. Fought for, and the Jays have just about given up on this ball game. We're going to have subs come in with no timeout. Into the ball game comes Peyton Beck. Is that what we had settled on, Drew?
That was what we settled on.
As Haley Poland swipes it away. Free runner, has a trailer. It's going to remain Jays basketball. Nice trailer by Megan Leary. She did a good job of knocking it out of bounds, Drew. 44-2 left in the ball game. In, and Bella Schrader is fouled. Schrader was fouled on the play by Leary. That's her first. Teams
Hinton only averaged about 53 points a game, so they, at halftime, it was looking real good. We're going to hold them to the average, or maybe even slightly below it. The second half, they continue to score, and their defense really picked up.
Bella knocks down the second one. She's got 1 point on the game. It's 64-35. Ball being swung around. Long 2, no good. Rebound, fought for, come away with was Pierce. She stepped on the line out of bounds. 24.8 left in the ball game. This game was 27-26 at the half, if you're just tuning in. Gehlen, bounce pass right to Haley Poland, back to Gehlen, top of the key, pass left, Schmidt puts it up, no good. Rebound is Scheitler. Gehlen, top of the key is Schmidt, left, Poland. Gehlen puts it up with 3, no good. Bella, no good, and that is your ball game. Jays drop this one 64-35 and drop to 1-12. Hinton improves their record to 10-2. We'll be back to talk about it after this. You're watching Jays and Blackhawks on Fuller Digital Solutions and FullerDigital.net.
Catholic in Lamars, Iowa instills respect and Christian values in a caring environment for students preschool through 12th grade. Teachers and staff go above and beyond to provide a high-quality education and are dedicated to student success. We are a community striving to live God's Word each day through academics, service opportunities, athletics, and so much more. Gehlen Catholic School, in partnership with Spalding Catholic School, all are welcome to experience excellence in education and leadership through Christ.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling joined by Drew Bickford, and after an impressive first half by the Jays, they dropped this game by a final of 64-35. And really, Drew, it was all that third quarter where the Jays scored 2 points in the entire quarter, and it came down to the last second of the third quarter before they scored those 2 points.
Yeah, the Jays only scored 2 in the third, 6 in the fourth. Really just a tale of 2 halves. Hinton made some really good adjustments, but it also seemed that Hinton kind of picked up the effort, and the Jays almost kind of came out satisfied after that first half. You just got to find a way to put 2 of those halves together.
It's been a frustrating season for Coach Schecker in that regard. Scoring looked like this. Cadence Peters had 13, and 4 of those were 3-pointers. Kelly DeRoche had 10. Carlin Kovarna had 9. Bailey Boovy with 16. She was the team high scorer. Avery Burgad had 4, and Ashlyn Kovarna had 10. For the Jays, Isaiah Sitzman led all scorers with 19. Haley Lubin with 1. Emerson Schmidt with 2. Larissa Poland with 5. Sammy Zubrod 3. And Nevaeh Hodgson had 4. Bella Schrader had 1. Scoring by quarter went like this. Jays lost the first one, 12-10. They trailed by 1 at half, 27-26, and won it 16-15. And then that implosion of a third quarter where the Jays were outscored by a score of 22-2. The Jays put up 7 more in the fourth to make it 35, and the Hawks were able to put up 15, making the final 64-35. Back after this, you're watching Jays and Hawks on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, and heck of a first half for the Jays in that first ball game. Exciting as all giddy up. It is Cancer Awareness Night here in the gym. If you get an eye on the student section, a plethora of colors, lots of pink. I see some blue in there. I see some white in there, all representing the different colors for cancer awareness. Of course, during starting lineups tonight, both the boys and the girls Jays teams are announcing who the teams are playing, coaching, or honoring tonight as it is Cancer Awareness Night. Of course, many of us have been affected by cancer, and we lost one that we had very near and dear to our heart last year, at least one, with Rick Fox. Of course, that happened back in December of last year. And Drew, I don't remember if we had an opportunity to let you share any memories that you have of Mr. Fox. I know he was around big time when you were here.
Yeah, I just grew up with Mr. Fox. Taught junior high with my mom for all the years, and grew up getting picked up and put in trash cans quite a bit. He was always fun to pick on, but he always dished it back. Loud, boisterous voice, but just a nice guy. You go on little drives to Sioux City that he could spot more deer than anybody. But you're just a fun guy to be around. Definitely missed in the Gehlen community.
He had a big love for the outdoors, and it was very evident by the way he talked. So
yeah, definitely.
And very much missed just in general as far as leadership, both for the staff but also for the students, because he stuck around even after he was done teaching.
Just a great representative for Gehlen Catholic in general, and just a great role model for the students.
And if I might pass along this story, I thought this was kind of funny, and it kind of resonated with me when his services took place. And I don't know if this is legend or not, but it wouldn't surprise me with Rick being Rick, is when he applied for the job here, he did not realize it was a Catholic school, and not being Catholic, he didn't leave the school after 43 years of being at the school. And while as Mr. Sievert would say, he did not darken the doorways of many a church, he was still honored by the church here with a Christian ceremony. So it was a neat deal last year. So that's all I've got. I hate to bring it onto a down note, but just some memories that are kicked up, and we had, around this time of year last year, we had a couple more that kind of hit us. And if you were at the Vespers concert, you heard that with Tara Falconer and the loss of Father Isley. And he couldn't do much toward the end as far as getting around and whatnot, but what he could do was he could still direct that choir from that stool that he had.
He sure could. Always seeing him around school, around the community. Definitely missed. I know the younger students always called him Jesus, and he just answered to it. I always thought that was kind of comical. But definitely another one that's missed.
There was a weekend where Father Sitzman was subbing for, I think, Father Lawler, and Father, he had just done the Mass before, and from back in the vestibule of the church, Father Sitzman goes, "Hey, Moses!" Hopefully Gehlen folks appreciate these stories. I know that not necessarily all of the Hinton folks appreciate or understand some of the stories. And then, of course, we lost another one that was often in the church, or often in the school, but also often in the church. And he was around a lot for a lot of people, was Deacon Paul. And his passing was really big for a lot of kids, because he spent a ton of time here.
Yes, just the last, I don't know how many years of his life, spent a lot of time just coming into the school, and just a funny guy. Loved to joke around and kind of pick on the kids, but just a real encouraging guy too. I remember he did like bowling parties and stuff, and definitely gave back to the kids.
He loved the servers. I know that the bowling party you're talking about is he didn't want to go too far overboard, but he wanted to make sure that those altar servers knew that they were appreciated, and he paid for that last bowling party. He paid for that all completely out of pocket, and he kind of didn't care how much it was, and he was really surprised after all the pizza and pop and every other snack that he ordered, how small the bill came to. And it happened here in town, so if you know the bowling alley we're talking about, you know exactly what we're talking about. Is he was really surprised on how low the bill was. And I think they had 10 of the 16 lanes there. So it was a good outing, very full, well attended by the clergy and by our altar servers too. And I know it was appreciated. So I know that's coming up again. So if you haven't checked your email, another server bowling party is coming up, and I think that's being sponsored by Father Doug this year. So We're going to take a break. We're going to flip the script, get you ready for the boys' game here tonight. You're watching Jays and Hawks here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. Haul with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling joined by Drew Bickford. And Drew, as we transition over here to the boys' game, I think we're in for an entertaining game here tonight.
Two evenly matched teams, size-wise. Neither team with a dominant post, per se. Carson Arns is kind of the biggest post Jays have, who's currently out with an injury. The Hinton does have a few good shooters from the outside. Logan Kempema, Carver DeGroot, both shooting over 40% from three, and Caden Barrett also shooting 37%. So a good shooting team. But as size-wise, should be a pretty good matchup.
You kind of jinxed the Gabe Wilchin last game. He was 17 for 17 at one point when he went up to the free throw line. You mentioned it, and he missed, but he's still shooting free throws at a pretty good clip this season.
90.5%, not bad. Wish, big, strong guy. I mean, you can find him anywhere on the court. Doesn't miss a lot of weight room sessions, I don't believe. But I wish he would be a little bit more physical. Only get to the line 21 times through 10 games, or 21 for 21 shots in 10 games. That's only basically going to the line one time a game. Needs to get more free throws up.
He did miss some time. He missed a couple of games there with the
that is true.
With the ankle injury there.
But still, like, just to be more physical down low, get to the line. Not a lot of people can match up with him physically when he chooses to put his head down.
Correct. We will take a 1-minute timeout and be back with more preview of this ball game. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching Fuller.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling and Drew Bickford. And as we get ready for this ball game, we remind you that the Diocese of Sioux City Schools are raffling off the opportunity to win a $50,000 vehicle voucher for either Knepfler Chevrolet or Rick Collins Toyota. Tickets are $100. You can contact your local school. In our case, contact Amy in the development office to buy your ticket. Tax, title, license, registration, and fees are due by the purchaser. You're also responsible for insuring the vehicle. Make sure...
I'll have to ask my wife to see if she needs to get one of those raffles, if she's had her van too long already. or if that's still good enough for use yet.
I think you're going to get stabbed and we won't have Drew for the second game of tonight. I think it's going to happen. At any rate, if you're still in need of a vehicle and you're not Drew Bickford and you're still on the right side of the dirt, make sure you buy her raffle ticket. Take a look at that. As we get ready for the start of tonight's game, remind you to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You'll know whenever we go live, like we will on Tuesday night as the Jays take on the Hawks of Remsen St. Mary. The Hawks. Game time for the girls is 6 o'clock. Boys game will follow. You can hear the band in the background. It's a pep band night. It's one of 3 pep band nights, well, 2 remaining pep band nights this season. Drew, any final thoughts before we start starting lineups?
No, just looking forward to get the game started. Should be a good one.
I am also looking forward to it as I unplug your microphone and get ready to plug in our public address announcer here for starting lineups here on Fuller Digital Solutions and FullerDigital.net.
It's good tonight. It is so good. Just try it. Just try it.
Once again, good evening and welcome to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym here at Gehlen Catholic for our second game in tonight's varsity doubleheader. Let's extend another special welcome to our guests, the Blackhawks from Hinton. Gehlen Catholic schools encourage positive sportsmanship and behavior at the game tonight. By practicing good sportsmanship, you will help make tonight's game one to remember. Once again, tonight we are honoring those who are fighting cancer, those who have beat cancer, and those who have lost their battle against cancer. Each of our varsity coaches, players, and cheerleaders are performing tonight in honor or in memory of someone who has fought cancer. The boys basketball team is playing for Mike Langle. Jackson Kramer is playing for Mike Kramer. Gabe Wilchin is playing for Gary Knipe and Sherry Joe Whitcup. Landon Ryder is playing for Terry Ryder. Trevor Teal is playing for Leo DeRocher. Caden Hanks is playing for Jim Lubin. Aiden Langle is playing for Tom Langle. Zach Harpenaugh is playing for Marlene Harpenaugh. Aiden Langle is playing for Jamie Langle. Carson Arns is playing for Amber Arns. Dane Lehman is playing for Mr. Rick Fox. Dylan Lubin is playing for Jim Lubin. Landon Knipe is playing for Dylan DeRocher. Mason Pitts is playing for Mike Langle. Owen Sievers is playing for Penny Sievers. Nolan Teal is playing for Amber Arns. Drake Hodson is playing for Dawn Beckwith. Mason Small is playing for Nikki Sitzman. Ryan Wilchin is coaching for Sherry Herbst. Eric Kellen is coaching for Christy Van Dam. Alec Langle is coaching for Scott Langle. Carol Werdehuff is cheering for Larry Dreckman. McKenna Sitzman is cheering for Hope Britt. Brooklyn Gangler is cheering for Larry Gangler. Bella Jurgensen is cheering for John Hughes. Jossie Roeder is cheering for Marcy Babini. Marin Dreckman is cheering for Lori Ritz. And Beth Ebert is coaching for Jerry McDermott. Thank you for all of your support of those affected by cancer. All right, let's give a hand for our officials for tonight's game. Scott Wilmot, Seth Wallace, and Brian Coy. Now let's welcome the coaches. The Blackhawks are coached by John Spies, assisted by Greg Connery, Corey Kempema, Nolan Hazy, and Stephen Husk. The Jays are coached by Ryan Wilchin, assisted by Eric Kellen and Alec Langle. And now the starters. For the Blackhawks, a junior, number 13, Caden Barrett. For the Jays, a senior, number 2, Trevor Teal. For the Blackhawks, a sophomore, number 15, Will Hagstrom. For the Jays, a sophomore, number 4, Dylan Lubin. For the Blackhawks, a sophomore, number 21, Carver DeGroot. For the Jays, a senior, number 10, Jackson Kramer. For the Blackhawks, a sophomore, number 23, Logan Kempema. For the Jays, a senior, number 12, Landon Ryder. For the Blackhawks, a junior, number 33, Kyle Leary. And for the Jays, a senior, number 30, Gabe Wilchin.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. Haul with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, Gabe Wilchin in the center circle, as well as Kyle Leary. As we get this one tipped off, the Jays start this one with control of the basketball. Landon Ryder brings it up over the timeline over to Trevor Teal. Trevor Teal passes top of the key. Now Gabe Wilchin, and we're going to get a foul early on. It's going to be on Kyle Leary. That's his first, team's first.
Quick foul in this game.
7:48 into the first foul. Lubin receives the inbound over to Trevor Teal. Trevor drives right side of the paint. Fingertip roll. His first 2 points of the ball game. Jays lead this one 2-0. DeGroot with it, top of the key, with a right hand, passes in the corner with Hagstrom. Kempema now, and he is fouled. I believe it's going to be on Kramer. Hello to Jeff Kramer watching tonight. He is strolling around the streets of Lamar's, and that one is actually on Dylan Lubin. Patrolling the streets of Lamar's, I should say. I wouldn't say he's strolling around them.
He may be, though.
Could be. Kempema with it, top of the key, 3, no good. Rebound by Wilchin. Kind of fumbled that there for a second. Handoff, Lubin. Into 2 defenders. 3-point attempt. Wilchin in and out, no good. And Teal jumped up into the stage to try to save it, was not able to. I think he might have come close to our camera down there, Drew.
Step on the line and about landed right on it.
DeGroot with it, top of the key. Teammate pointing out something else there. Leary with it now, back to DeGroot. Far corner, DeGroot, put up that 3, no good. Rebound fought for, thought about it, and a...
Shuffled the feet.
Sorry about not getting that camera switched for you. As Ryder gets it over to Lubin. Lubin, top of the key, over to Teal. Trevor in the paint, floater in.
Tough shot.
Trevor Teal, first 2 points of the ball game, or first 4 points of the ball game for the Jays. Barrett, stolen away by Kramer. Kramer on a fast break, swiped away, picked up by Hinton, kept in bounds. Great job by the Hawks. Quickly ahead, down low, count the basket, and the foul for Logan Kempema. Officials are going to discuss who the foul is on.
Should have been Jackson Kramer, I believe. Let's see if they get it right.
They're going to call it intentional. Jinx.
That is a surprising call. Looked like he went up for the block and just got him across the arm.
I'm a little speechless on that.
Yeah, that's not, I mean, we're far away. That's the hoop farthest away from us, but didn't look like a lot there. He did swat at the ball and got his arm pretty good, which then they went down together, but.
The foul was on Jackson Kramer. He missed the first free throw attempt. Did count the basket. Made the second. Did Kempema. 4-3 the score. And the Blackhawks get the basketball back with 6:04 left to go in the ball game, or in the first quarter. Kempema, the inbounder. Kempema gets it in to DeGroot. Man, we got some fun names to say here tonight. We're lucky.
I'll just go for the first or last name that's easier to say.
Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Kramer. Brought up the floor, bounce pass in. Shot, no good, off the back iron. Trevor Teal tried to get it and tripped on the coach on his way up the floor. Thought about a corner three. Did Coffee. That's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Jays basketball. Must have been a jersey change on that one. Ryder goes out. Nolan Teal comes in, so we got a couple Teals on the floor. Kramer, who picked up the early foul for the Jays. We're seeing that three-quarter press that Coach Wilchin talked about. Lubin over to Nolan Teal. Nolan could have jumped that up a step earlier. Instead, gets the floater there. It's 6-3 in favor of the Jays. In the corner.
The Teals are up 6-3.
Yeah. Friesen. Now to Spies. Three. That was deep. Deep three by DeGroot. And a rebound by Lubin. Lubin brings it up over the timeline. Once from Gabe. I thought there was a...
Kind of surprised there's no call there.
Yeah. In the far corner, bounced in. Gabe Wilchin able to come away with the steal. Trevor Teal brings it up over the timeline to Nolan. Nolan toward the baseline, gets Kramer, cutting, puts it up off the backboard and in. Jackson Kramer with his first 2 points of the ball game. My tongue is a little tied here. 8-3 is the score in favor of the Jays. Being swung around in the corner is Coffee. Coffee gets it over to Barrett. Friesen over to DeGroot. Man, the Hawks are just moving this ball around with 14 left on the shot clock, and Kramer picks up his second foul. Jackson Kramer committed the foul on Dawson Spies.
I was curious to see if they're going to give him that shooting or not. He felt the contact and then kind of threw it towards the rim, trying to draw the two shooting foul, 2 shots.
shot. Nope. Fake. Ball being swung around well. Down low to Kempema. Kempema guarded well by the Jays. Jumper. No basket as Kempema put that one up. And the foul is going to be on Nolan Teal.
A lot of physicality down low. And then we've had some ticky-tack calls out top.
Kempema at the line to shoot 2. Puts up the first. That one drops for him. All of the scoring for the Hawks comes from Logan Kempema. Second one is up and in. Kempema with 5. Nolan Teal gets it up. Now 34, Langle to Lubin. Nolan Teal gets it in the paint. Gabe Wilchin. Gabe swatted at. Almost 3 seconds in the lane. Lehman able to get it out to Wilchin. 15 on the shot clock. Tonight's clock's brought to you by Ag State. Lubin, 3, top of the key, no good. Rebound, Wilchin drives, puts it up and in, off the backboard. Banks open, Drew. 10-5.
Nice shot.
Kempema, top of the key, passes right to Friesen. Further into the corner is Spies. He brings it out. Drive by Hagstrom, puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound by Hagstrom. Hagstrom puts it up again, no good. Rebound. I think they're going to call a foul before that rebound. Who's it going to be on?
I believe that's going to be on the Jays. It's like Gabe.
I think they called it on Gabe, and it's going to be a 2-shot foul. Hello to Dane's mom, Mel. I believe she's watching tonight if she's not in attendance. Living over in South Dakota. First free throw attempt for Leary is up and good, and the first Hawk aside from Kempema to score in this ball game. Second free throw attempt is up and good. Leary now with 2, cuts the lead down to a 3-point lead, 10-7. Lubin back over to Nolan Teal. Nolan over to Dane. Dane Lehman back over to Teal. Nolan, 34 Langle. 2 Aiden Langles. One's 24, one's 34. Dylan Lubin drives, kicks it to the corner. Gabe Wilchin drives baseline, puts it up off the backboard. And again, the bank is open for Gabe Wilchin. 12-7. Bounce pass across the timeline. Bounce pass back to Spies. Spies tries to get it down low. Lehman able to swipe it away. Nolan Teal comes away with it and is fouled by Cole Friesen. That's going to be Friesen's first, and it's going to be the team's second.
Jays put on a little bit of a two-thirds court press, and Hinton kind of surprised by it.
I think your afternoon off gave you a little bit of a brain freeze like me. Ryder brought it up over the timeline. Aiden Langle with it, 34 Langle. Lehman decides to pull the trigger on a 3, no good off the back iron. 34 Langle came away with it. Wilchin dribbles a couple times. That one blocked, and they're going to call Lehman for the foul as he tried to pick the pocket of the defender. That's going to be Dane's first, the team's foul. 1:39 left to go here in the first. It's 12-7 in favor of the Jays. Cole Friesen goes to the line to shoot 2. First free throw attempt is up, rattles around and down. (12-8) the score. Remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We'll be live on Tuesday night. Cheer team, or the dance team rather, comes up at halftime. Make sure you stick around for that. We'll plug you in to them as it is 12-9 and swiped away by Barrett. Barrett thought about the 3. Kempema with it now, kicked it back over to Barrett. Barrett to Friesen. Kempema gets it down low. Gets his own rebound. goes to put it back up to Groot, and he is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. He was fouled by Aiden Langle, number 34, Aiden Langle. That's his first, team's good.
17 fouls to 2 Hinton right now. Hinton's doing a good job kind of attacking the rim.
Carver to Groot at the line. Puts up the first. No good. I don't know if the Jays have shot any free throws here tonight yet. I think the Hawks have done nothing but shoot free throws.
Both teams came out in the man-to-man, just an old-fashioned man-to-man game. The Jays just switched to a 3-2, which I believe we saw a little bit the other night against the good post.
Second free throw attempt, no good. Dane Lehman comes away with it. Ryder to Lehman, leads him a little too far, tries to keep it in, does. Nolan Teal comes up with it. 34, Langle with it now to Wilchin, top of the key. Wilchin gets a screen by Lehman. Wilchin drives, puts it up, out the basket, and the foul. Gabe Wilchin now with 6 points.
The refs were listening to you. You complain that we haven't gotten to the line, and look what you did.
I wasn't trying to be a complainer, guys. Fouls on 13, Caden Barrett. That's his first, team's third. As Gabe will go to the line. 24, Langle waits to come into the game. Jackson Kramer's back into the game. There's 6 Jays on the court right now. So we're trying to figure out which one's coming out, and that's going to be Dane Lehman.
It's a bold strategy.
Let's see if it works out for him, Cotton. Puts the free throw attempt up, no good. Rebound, ahead, quickly into the corner. Coffey kicks it back out to the Groot, or to Kempema rather. That one swiped at by Kramer. Kramer has it now, ahead to Nolan Teal. Nolan Teal weaving between the defenders, kicks it right. Trevor Teal puts up the 3 and hits it. Trevor Teal with 8. 17-9 with 38 left to go in the first quarter. And a travel by Barrett as he was pushing it to Coffey in the corner. A lot of stomping and noise coming out of the student section. 34.3 left in the first quarter. Ag State brings you tonight's scoreboard. Schuster Trucking with tonight's bottom line. Nolan Teal with it near the timeline. Gets it over to Landon Ryder. Landon gets a screen. Back to Nolan. Nolan gets a screen from Kramer. Puts up a jumper and in. Nolan Teal with 4, and it's almost like he heard us talking about him at the halftime. That one swiped away by 24, Langle. And we've got a foul on the play. Is it going to be on Kramer? Nope. It's going to be on one of the Blackhawks. It's going to be on 33. That's Kyle Leary. That's his second. And Hinton doesn't have a super deep bench, Drew. They only have 9 total players on the roster.
Yeah, foul trouble is not where they want to be. Not in the first quarter.
Nolan Teal gets it over the timeline. 4 seconds left. Trevor, top of the key, 3, back iron, no good. And the Jays lead this one 19-9 after 1. We'll be back after 60 seconds to bring you the second quarter. You're watching Jays and Blackhawks on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Catholic in Lamar's, Iowa instills respect and Christian values in a caring environment for students preschool through 12th grade. Teachers and staff go above and beyond to provide a high-quality education and are dedicated to student success. We are a community striving to live God's Word each day through academics, service opportunities, athletics, and so much more. Gehlen Catholic School, in partnership with Spalding Catholic School, all are welcome to experience excellence in education and leadership through Christ.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, and the Jays with an early 10-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Joseph.
Jay's kind of the opposite of the girls' game. The girls were encouraging the outside shot. The boys don't want that outside shot to happen. So far, Hinton has been held. I don't think they've hit a three yet this game. I mean, almost all their points have been from the line.
Jay showed a little bit of a three-quarter court defense. Gets it down low, swiped away by Wilchin. Wilchin brings it over the timeline. Lubin now to Ryder, gets a cutting Wilchin. Misses everything, rebounded by Coffey. Ahead to Spies. Spies brings it over the timeline. In between the circles, pushes right to Kempema. Kempema launches a three, no good. Rebound by Wilchin, and he is going to be fouled by Logan Coffey. That's going to be Coffey's first in the first of the second quarter. Speaking of Schuster, there's Steve and Dana walking courtside here. Local company supporting the Jays. Kramer down low, passes it down low to Wilchin, just off the back iron, and Kempema comes away with it. Spies brings it up over the timeline. Just about a minute expired from the second quarter. Coffey with it now. His sister was a stud. Spies with it now. Dribbling with the right hand now. 13 left on the shot clock. Friesen. Friesen gets the ball back. Gets a cutter. Up and in.
Dribbled right at the defender. Back door's open.
19-11, 6:41 left to go. Into the corner is Ryder. Ryder brings it out to Teal. Kramer on that far side. Landon Ryder, top of the key. Wilchin drives into the paint, kicks it out. Landon Ryder puts up the three, no good. Rebound tipped, fought for. Wilchin was in there, but DeGroot comes away with it. Gives it to Kempema, who brings it up over the timeline. Into the corner was Friesen. Coffey back to Friesen. Back to Coffey in that far corner. Eyes up a three, pulls the trigger, in and out, no good. Rebound by Spies, and he is fouled by Trevor Teal. That's going to be Trevor's first, and the first foul by the Jays in the second quarter.
Friesen, good job crashing the boards. Nobody from the Jays boxes out. He goes right to the rim.
Appreciate everybody watching wherever they might be tonight. We realize that we are not just a regional viewing here. We are seen across the state of Iowa and around the world. Kempema travels with a basketball out beyond the top of the key.
As hot as Landon Ryder got down the stretch the other night, I thought maybe he would start real hot tonight, but maybe he's just waiting for the last 2 minutes again.
Dylan Lubin's been really impressive for just being a sophomore this year. Aiden Langle now, both Langles on the floor, so that was 34 Langle. Lubin gets it to Wilchin, and he is fouled by Cole Friesen, and that's going to be Friesen's second. 34 Langle will be the inbounder, gets it to Nolan Teal. Into the paint, spinning, puts up a jumper off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Barrett. Barrett passes it ahead to Spies. Spies further ahead to Hagstrom. Barrett kicks it left, Friesen. Friesen had a cutter. It's going to be off of Hagstrom and Jays basketball. Jays haven't done much. They haven't scored yet in the 2.5 minutes that have rolled off of the second quarter.
With the aggressive defense that Jays have been playing, something that was talked about between quarters, Hinton looking to backdoor, seeing if they can get the Jays biting on that three.
34 Langle brings it out, kicks it out to Lubin near the timeline. He's on the logo, dribbles back and forth, baseline, kicks it over 34 Langle. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound, it's going to be off of Nolan Teal, and it will be Hinton basketball. 19-11 is the score. 5:07 left to go in the second quarter. I believe that my friend Tracy is watching tonight in Hinton. Hello to Tracy and his family. Coffey gets it down low, bounce pass across, poked away, picked up by 34 Langle. Nolan Teal will quickly bring it up over the timeline. Nolan lowers the shoulder, backs it out, gets it over to Lubin. Lubin and Teal have run for a long time together as that one's tipped up and away. Nice job by Spies getting his hands up in the passing lane. DeGroot brought it up and then handed back off to Dawson Spies. Spies with the left hand, hands off to Hagstrom. Hagstrom pulls up jumper, in and out, no good. That was halfway down and jumped right back out.
All the way around.
Wilchin drives right side of the paint, 24 Langle, mid-range jumper, good. 24 Langle with his first points of the ball game.
Good job by Gabe attacking and
steal. Stolen away, swiped out of bounds by Hinton. Go ahead, Drew.
Great job by Gabe just attacking the paint, but then being under control enough to come to a stop and not pick up the charge.
30-second timeout by Hinton. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 on Fuller.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford on Fuller Digital Solutions and FullerDigital.net. Remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also check out all of our local sponsors that help bring you Jays basketball free on YouTube. Lubin over to Ryder, back to Lubin, top of the key. Miscommunication with Nolan Teal, went out of bounds, and it's going to be Blackhawks basketball. I think it hit about 4 students in the front row right on the sideline there.
Dylan was looking for the deflection, but the students in the stands don't count.
No, they don't. Ooh, that one's thrown away by Hagstrom out of bounds, and it'll turn back over to the Jays. 3:54 left to go here in the second. Lubin running the point, bringing it up for the Jays. Kicks it right to Trevor. Trevor into the corner. Nolan, 3, in and out, no good. Trevor tried to follow up his brother's shot, wasn't able to. Coffee drives toward the paint, and we're going to have a foul. It's going to be an offensive foul. I thought for sure they were going to get Landon Ryder. Instead, they got Logan Coffee, who picks up his second foul.
Well, I've seen some flops. That he actually took that one pretty good in the chest. It was just a matter of if he was actually set or not.
Ryder will bring the ball up for the Jays, pushes it right to Trevor Teal, rather. Trevor thought about getting it to Nolan, now does. Gets it to Wilchin, right side of the paint. Lubin, top of the key. That one's swiped at. Both Teal boys come together. Nolan comes away with it, not able to save it as he steps on the baseline. Coach Gehlen picks it up and throws it back toward the official on the near side. Dane Lehman's going to come into the ball game, as well as Cole Friesen. To the bench goes Coffee, as well as Nolan Teal. Spies will bring it up over the timeline for the Hawks. The Blackhawks, I'm sorry. Spies with it now, kicks it left. Further left in the corner is Friesen. Back out to Hagstrom, cross court, over to Groot. Spies back to DeGroot, to Friesen, further into the corner. Free throw line, kicks it right. Top of the key, Spies with 8. Now corner with 5. Back out to Spies, stolen away by Ryder. They got a little 3-on-2. Hinton not able to save it. Thought he almost ate some stage. Instead, throws it to about the third kid in on the end of the student section.
Great hustle by Carver there. I was surprised Coach Wilchin went to the 3-2. They gave up 9 in the first quarter, mostly playing man-to-man. That's why he's down there and I'm up here, though.
He gets paid the big bucks down there, Drew.
Held him to 2 points so far this quarter.
Trevor inbounds it to Lubin, back to Trevor. Trevor, cross court, Landon Ryder. Landon, bounce pass to Lubin. Over to Trevor, 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, fought for by Lehman on the floor. Still fought for, he comes away with it. Lehman out to Wilchin. Wilchin to Ryder, 3, good. Landon Ryder with his first 3 points of the ball game, and it's 24-11. Into the corner is DeGroot. Back out to Barrett. Barrett cross court to Spies. Now in the corner. Back out to Spies near the top of the key. 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Corner. Thought about a three. Did a shot fake, did Barrett. Swinging around well. Friesen. Cross court. Spies. Bumped in the paint. No good. Rebound. Fought for. Lehman gets it to Ryder. To Lubin. Minute 40 left to go here in the second quarter. Jays up with the lead, 24-11. Wilchin spinning. Lehman, good. Lehman did a nice job. A catch, spin, jump, release.
He did not waste any time.
Kempema got it over to Groot. Back to Kempema. Now in the corner to Friesen. Spies. Kempema, no good. Rebound. Trevor Teal comes away with it. Weaving in the middle of the court, loses control of it to Barrett. Dane Lehman steals away from Barrett and gets it to Wilchin. Wilchin over to Lubin. 3-point attempt, no good. Rebound, Friesen. 52 seconds. Don't go anywhere for this halftime. We've got the dance team coming up, and Coach Schecker will join us. And it's going to be an offensive foul. It's going to be on 25, Cole Friesen, and that's
third.
Yeah, that's his third. 45.3 left. It's 26-11.
Dane with two good plays on the offensive end. Was going to go for the rebound. Realized he probably was going to make a lot of contact and didn't go for it. Then on the defensive end, good box out.
Nolan Teal did not establish himself in the field of play when he touched the ball again. Turnover. We're going to have both Aiden Langles on the floor, 24 and 34. I'm not joking when I say they're both named Aiden Langle. All inbounded. Jumper, no good. Rebounded by 24 Langle. Ahead to Nolan Teal. Nolan drives toward the paint, loses his handle on it. Underhand pass to Wilchin, and he's going to be fouled there by Logan Kempema. That's going to be Logan's first, and it's going to be the team's fifth? Question mark? It is the team's fifth, and Gabe will go to the line to shoot two.
The refs are letting them play when the ball's loose. It's gotten real physical, almost sloppy.
Wilchin puts up the first and knocks it down. He now has 7. $29.8 left. Dance team first, Coach Schecker second, as Wilchin knocks down his second. Spies with it in the front court. Nice pass down low, and Wilchin commits the foul underneath. That's his second. Team second. It's going to be a shooting foul, and it's going to send Kempema to the line to shoot two.
Rather than interviewing Coach Schecker, what if you have a dance-off?
Me and him?
No, dance-off versus Coach Brandon Schecker versus the dance team.
I think that'd be interesting. He just put his water bottle down. I think
he's ready to roll.
I think he's down. Are they going to point up here, and then he's going to point back down there?
Throw it back to him.
Second free throw attempt, no good, picked up by Wilchin. Nolan Teal across to Wilchin. Wilchin across the timeline to Trevor Teal. Trevor passes it to Landon Ryder. Nolan Teal with 8. Trevor back to Nolan, drives, middle of the paint, puts up a floater, no good. Rebound over the top was Kempema. Three-quarter court shot, no good, off the top of the backboard from Dawson Spies. As we transition, plugging in our dance team here, clear off some of the scoreboard imaging for you so you can get a good look at the dance team here at halftime. Jays lead this one 28-12. Led 19-9 after one. Held Hinton to an impressive 3 points in the second quarter. 9-3 is the second quarter score as the dance team comes out onto the floor and many of the younger students jump onto the sideline.
Please stand when the color of your cancer you would like kicked out is red. Pink for breast. Black for melanoma. Teal, white for cervical. Teal for ovarian. Dark blue for colon. Emerald for liver. Purple for pancreatic. Orange for kidney and leukemia. White for lung. Gray for brain. Burgundy for multiple myeloma. Light blue for prostate. Yellow for bone, bladder, or pediatrics. Lime for lymphoma. Periwinkle for esophageal. Tonight, we would like to recognize all those who are battling this fight, whether that is a family member, friend, student, or acquaintance. No one fights alone, and we are thinking of all those battling. We especially would like to recognize the Linda Coulter family. We want them to know we are praying and thinking of them. The cheerleaders have been fundraising all year with more to come, selling t-shirts and sponsoring Jean Days at school. Way to go, ladies. Please join me in prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, please hear our prayers for healing to those who are fighting cancer. Thank you for giving them hope and strength to go on each day. Please comfort them in their pain and bless them with your healing hands. Please pray for their loved ones. Help them to have the strength and courage for them. Finally, please watch over their caregivers so that they also feel your strength, peace, and mercy. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
The dance team would also like to dedicate this dance to Chantel Stewart. She was diagnosed with a cervical adenocarcinoma in 2017 and has been battling ever since. It has since metastasized to her lung. We are also dedicating this dance to my sister, who is battling stage 4 ovarian cancer.
When the gods came around to blow me down, held on as tightly as you held on me, held on as tightly as you held on me.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling joined by Coach Brandon Schecker. And Coach, it was a tale of 2 games. You guys had one heck of a start to your first half. It was a halftime trailing by just a single point.
Yeah, I'd have to say the girls played like I look in pink the first half, and they played like how Coach Colbeck looks in pink second half. The girls came out, had a great first half. Honestly, the best basketball I've seen them play all season, whether in a game or in practice or anything along that lines. They just played ball. I was talking to Coach after the game in the coach's office, and you could just, if you watch the first half on offense of the side of the ball, they just played. They weren't thinking about stuff. They were just playing basketball. And that's been the hope all season long. And then defensively, they were just moving and hustling. And just the hustle, effort, and attitude tonight was phenomenal in that first half.
The defensive effort was outrageous.
Yes.
Every time you looked around, girls were boxing out on a very good Hinton team, and Hinton was not able to get those second chance opportunities.
They strive off of second chance rebounds and the output down low, and we were able to shut that down a little bit on defense. Again, just you said it, with the hustle. The girls were flying around on the court. They were boxing out down low, and obviously we were undersized against them. I mean, they have a whole team of 6-footers out there, but you know, their team defense tonight was really fun to be a part of and watch.
You guys have something to build on with that, and that's got to be something that's got to be very helpful moving down the road.
It is. You know, it solidifies what we've seen out of them in some practices and stuff along that lines, that they are capable of doing it when they make the choice. And that's what it comes down to, is making that choice to go after that loose ball, go get that box out, you know, stuff along that lines where, you know, in the second half, I don't think we saw that. I saw, you know, we saw some girls back off and was like okay with their effort in the first half and maybe forgot to bring that the second half. And that's why we kind of laid an egg the second half.
Does the first half help solidify the vision then?
It does. It shows Coach and I what we saw tonight was they are hearing what we're trying to get them to do, because they just flat out came out and did it that first half. And it's now getting them to see, guess what? Yeah, we can do this. And I thought that first half was going to pile over into the second half based on just the energy that, you know, I saw girls, you know, Rye doesn't show a lot of emotion on the court, and she was even fired up. You know, that was the type of emotion and energy that we saw that entire first half. And so the disappointing part of it was just not to see that carry over in the second half. But again, knowing that that type of basketball, that ability is there, is rewarding.
You held two of their key players down under 16 or fewer points, with Bailey Boovie having 16 and Peters having 15 tonight.
Yeah, you know, and the thing about Boovie is I'm pretty sure Coach Colbeck jinxed us a little bit, but he's like, hey, if we just box out Boovie, get her in some foul trouble, but, you know, if anything, put her to the free throw line, because she only shoots 50% from the free throw line. And here she went off about 75% from the free throw line tonight. I think she was like 8 for 11, so she had a nice game, you know, in that respect. But to be able to keep her off the boards a little bit like we did feels pretty good.
How do you build on an effort like the first half of tonight to look forward to St. Mary's?
You know, it's some of that mental toughness. It's bringing that type of energy and effort, that attitude again, back into practice on Monday and say, you know what, Monday night, let's bring it in practice. We got to find ways to continue to build on moments like that, continue to build on our mental toughness, and it all starts in practice. And if we bring that attitude, that effort, that energy to practice, now it starts flowing over into games like we're going to need. I mean, we're going to need four quarters of what we saw in the first half tonight just to stay with St. Mary's. And knowing that we're capable of doing it is fun. That was probably the most fun I've had in a while, coaching on the sideline over there. Just it was just fun to see the girls play at the level that I know they're capable of doing.
Really quick, you mentioned seeing it in practice. Did you see it in practice the last 3 days that
Honestly,
you guys had?
no. Honestly, the practice has been kind of subpar. We haven't had that energy. In fact, there was one practice just a couple days ago that I looked at the girls and said, guys, we need to start having some fun. You know, we started off the season having some fun, and then it's just kind of died off. The energy's kind of died off. And I looked at the girls and said, let's have some fun. And then some of the girls started bringing some energy, and I could see the smiles on their faces, and that's what they had tonight. They had a ton of fun that first half. I saw smiles. I saw girls doing things. You know, for Larissa Poland to go down there and get the charge, wonderful to see some of that. And then for all the team to be excited and come to the sideline with excitement. We haven't seen that in a long time. And so it was fun to see and experience and be a part of that moment, those moments.
It was exciting to call from up here, Coach.
Good. I'm glad.
Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you again Monday night.
What about this dance-off? I heard some rumors about some dance-off between us. When's that?
I don't think it's you and me. It was you and the dance team.
Oh, okay. I thought I had a chance maybe, but never mind.
Coach, we'll see you Monday night.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Matt.
you joining us.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back for starting lineups after this. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. All with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
Deb Campbell Memorial Gym, Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford. Did not mean to say starting lineups. I meant to say second half as we get ready for the second half. A little bit of a brain slide here as we get ready for the second half, and the Jays will start the ball with the second half. Drew, any thoughts as we start the second half? Oh, shoot, hang on. I had the wrong thing plugged in. So as we get started with the second half, Wilchin gets it down low to Kramer, and we'll get Drew's thoughts here in just a minute. Lubin, three, knocks it down. Go ahead, Drew.
Hinton came out in the 1-3-1. Jays have had trouble with the 1-3-1 in the past, especially to start the season. Let's see, I'm guessing they've worked on this quite often in practice.
Hagstrom into the corner is Barrett. Barrett looking for a little bit of help, goes completely cross court to DeGroot, puts up the three and knocks it down. DeGroot makes it 31-15 here early in this third quarter, and Kramer picks up the foul, and that's going to be his third. Jays inbound the basketball. Lubin, and that one's intercepted. Coming down the middle, swiped away by Lubin. Gets it over to Kramer. That one's poked away. Wilchin, top of the key, gets it over to Ryder. Ryder to Wilchin. Wilchin in the middle of the paint, puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound, comes away with Kempema. Kempema brings it up over the timeline. Left hand, pushes left to Barrett. Into the corner is DeGroot. DeGroot drives baseline, puts up a right hand up and in. DeGroot with 7. 31-17. Lubin Top of the key, Ryder back to Lubin, into the corner, Jackson Kramer, near side, and offensive foul. They're going to call. Are they calling Kramer? They are calling Kramer, but they're saying that's just his third.
The previous foul was on Hinton. Kramer got fouled.
Got it. Sorry about that one. Kempema will bring it up over the timeline. Drives, kicks it over. That one's swiped away by Wilchin, and it's going to be an offensive foul. It's going to be the second of the quarter, and it's going to be the third for Leary. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout. We'll get Drew's first half thoughts now instead of taking a timeout. Go ahead, Drew.
Jays defensively locked in, gave up 12 points in the first half. You're not going to beat that. Hinton, I don't believe, hit a 3 in the first half. Jays were really aggressive guarding the three-point shot. Then the second half, they came out and made a quick 5 points, first three-pointer of the game. Hinton came out. I thought they were in a 1-3-1. Now it looks like they're in a 3-2. But the length of Hinton, Logan Kempema deflected 3 passes in the last 3 possessions. So, it'd be interesting to see how they break down. Now Hinton's going to show some full court pressure. We're really struggling. After we saw my son Caden Bickford airball a free throw at a halftime, really kind of threw us off.
Quickly ahead over the timeline. Nolan Teal, top of the key, thought about a 3, kicked it left to Lubin. Lubin to Teal. Trevor Teal. Landon Ryder saves that one, and Wilchin puts up the basket, count it, and the foul. It's going to be the third team foul. And it's going to be on Caden Barrett. It's his second. Wilchin trying to convert the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Puts it up and knocks it down. Wilchin now with 11. 34-17, 5:50 left to go here in the third. Kempema passes right, further right to Barrett. Barrett, deep 3, no good. Rebound by Trevor Teal. Trevor slows it down before he crosses the timeline. Hand off to Ryder. Kicks left to Lubin. Lubin drives toward the paint. Stops, spins, passes to Landon Ryder. Ryder drove the baseline, and he is fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be the 4th team foul on Leary, and he is going to get a quick hook after this first free throw attempt from Trevor Teal. Trevor puts up the first. It rattles around a bunch and goes down. He has 9. The lead is extended to 35-17. Into the ball game comes Dawson Spees, and I think we saw a lot of them there in the first half. Second one is knocked down by Teal. He now has 10. It is 36-17. Spees intended for DeGroot. Instead it went out of bounds, and heard some screams coming from that front row.
With a short bench from Hinton, curious to see how quickly Cole Friesen has 2 and Larry has now 4. How long are they going to sit on the bench?
Lubin to Lehman. Gabe gets it across the timeline, loses the handle right into the Gehlen bench. 5:12 left to go in the third. 36-17, Jays with the lead. Caden Bickford up here charging. Spees, top of the key, passes left to DeGroot. DeGroot kicks left. 3-point attempt, in and out, no good. Rebound by Nolan Teal. Nolan brings it up over the timeline. It's swiped away, and it's a 2-on-1 as Nolan is able to get Trevor's able to get possession of the ball. Gets it up to Wilchin. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Checking the shot clock, maybe. Change the shot clock from 23 to 32 seconds. So they.
So they're saying that yes, there we go. Lubin with it in the backcourt. Lubin brings it up over the timeline. Able to get him with a little bit of a crossover. Lubin, nice little ball handler for the Jays. Trevor Teal gets it over to Nolan. Gets a cutting Gabe.
Very unselfish. Great pass by Nolan Teal.
38-17, Jays in control of this one. Spies tries driving, spinning, putting it up, and Lubin committed the foul. That's going to be Lubin's second, but that's why he also get 5, right, Drew?
He doesn't have to use them all. He doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to. By the way, if you guys didn't see, Drew was nodding his head.
I was thinking about it.
First one was up and in for Spies, and he is now on the board. He has 1. It's 38-18, Jays in the lead. Spies puts up the second, rattles around, no good. Trevor Teal comes away with the ball. Pass ahead. Now in the corner is Wilchin. Gets it to Nolan, spins, fade away, blocked. Nice block by Kempema. I'm sorry, by Coffey. Coffey comes away with it to Kempema now. Kempema cross court to Friesen. Friesen stops at the free throw line, kicks it over to Coffey. Shot fake into the corner, gets it down low, stolen away by Lehman. Lehman hands it off to Trevor Teal. Trevor gets it over the timeline, thought about passing it right to Nolan. Wilchin, left side of the paint, spinning, gets it over to Lehman. Wide open 3, Trevor Teal, good. Trevor Teal now has 13. And it's 41-18, Jays with the lead. It's a 30-second timeout, and we'll take it with them. Back in 30, you're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
No,
I wasn't.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, Caden Bickford, Carson Schecker, all up here just kind of lounging. Carson with the Barbie sunglasses on. Barbie heart sunglasses, sorry.
For anybody that's watching at home, 4th grade basketball tomorrow. Curfew 8:45, so make sure I know Blake Langle's at home. Time to turn this off and go to bed.
Caden's still here. Is he gonna just recharge off of you?
He gets early charging by snuggling his mom and dad.
Easy. 41-18, 3:33 left to go in the third. Coffey passed it into the group. Back to Coffey. 3/4 court press, gets it over the timeline. Cutter, picked up by Wilchin. Swiped away to Group, puts it up and in. I'm sorry, Kempema put it up and in. 20-41 is now the score. Lubin in the paint, and he was swiped at.
Well, he is just quick with the ball, isn't he?
He really is. That's going to be on Coffey, and that's Logan's third. Sends Lubin to the line to shoot 2. Puts up the first, knocks it down. Lubin now has 4. 42-20. Like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You'll know whenever we go live. Thanks to Ag State for bringing you tonight's scoreboard. Schuster Trucking for the bottom line. Logan Kempema gets it in the middle to Friesen. Friesen to Spies. Across the timeline, into the corner is the Group. Put it up and in. Count it for 3 for the Group. He now has 10. It's 23-42. Lubin near the timeline, gets it over to Nolan. Lehman put up a 3, no good. Rebound by Coffey. Coffey ahead to Kempema. Back to Kempema. Corner 3 to Group. no good. Rebound Nolan Teal up over the back of Dane Lehman. Nolan over to Trevor, puts it up, no good. Rebound, fought for, comes away with it, this Cole Friesen. Kempema gets it to Coffee. Coffee down low, puts it up off the backboard and in. And Coffee has his first 2 points of the ball game, 42-25. Nolan Teal ahead. And I thought Gabe kind of got tied up there by Kempema. DeGroot has it now, gets it back to Kempema. Cross court, Coffee. Coffee tried to get it to the top of the key. Nolan able to poke it away at speed, and he is going to be fouled by Friesen, and that's Friesen's fourth.
Well, that loose ball, both those guys took off full speed.
Hey, listen, I got to ask this question, and I'm going to ask this out of a place of complete lack of knowledge. What's the difference, and it's far side of the court, what's the difference between that foul being a standard foul and the one in the first quarter being an intentional foul?
I'm guessing what the ref saw is the way Jackson did. Maybe when he swung, he grabbed his arm. I couldn't see it, but maybe that's something right there. Like that one, they're both hustling for the ball, so Friesen's momentum just took him right into Nolan. So just a body, not a ton of contact. The first one, I was really shocked it was intentional, but maybe we missed something. Maybe there was an arm grab in that first half, and you just couldn't see it from here.
Entirely possible. We're up essentially one floor here, up in the corner of the gym. Landon Ryder quickly up over the timeline, spins to 24 Langle to 34 Langle. 24 Aiden Langle drives, kicks it to 34 Aiden Langle with three, and it's 48-25. Into the corner to Groot, top of the key. Three, that's going to be 3 free throws for Logan Kempema. A little bit of a foolish foul there by Nolan Teal.
Kempema, usually a 40-41% three-point shooter, hasn't found that stroke tonight. See the ball going a few times from the free throw line. Maybe that gets him going.
Kempema knocks down his first. He has 9. Puts up the second, and 34. Lango forgot it was a 3-shot foul as he stepped in to box out. Third free throw is up and down for Kempema.
I think Tuesday night, Matt, you should borrow these Barbie sunglasses from Carson.
I thought about it.
They look good on you.
Rose-colored glasses is that one. Steal and layup, no good. Nolan Teal will go quickly ahead into the paint, puts up a floater, won't fall. And I believe Lehman was followed by Jack Dedeker. Dedeker? It was on Dedeker. That's his first. And Lehman will go to the line to shoot 2. Lehman puts up the first, rattles around and down. Dane with 3. They're going to say lane violation by Lehman. Second free throw is no good. Spieth in the backcourt. Kempema, baseball pass over the timeline. Kempema drives, puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound, 34 Langle. Nolan Teal brings it right up the middle, and foul is called with 35-5 left to go here in the third. It's going to be on Logan Kempema. That's going to be his second. Nolan Teal will go to the line to shoot 2. 49-27 the score as Nolan knocks down the first, and the Jays eclipse the half-century mark. Teal at the line, putting up his second. Off the front iron, no good. Lehman comes down with it. Top of the key, little too much for Kramer. And the Hawks come away with it. Spies, 3-point attempt from Barrett, no good. Rebound was Dedeker, and I believe he was fouled by Lehman. Nope, they're going to say it was 24 Aiden Langle.
He's given some good minutes tonight.
He is.
A few more minutes than usual.
Spies with it, top of the key, kicks over to Barrett. Barrett at the top of the key, back to Spies. Back to Barrett, puts up the quick three, no good. Nice save by the Hawks. It's going to be Hinton basketball right in front of their bench. 7.6 left to go here in the third. Kramer goes out. Ryder comes in. See a couple more starters come back in. 24 Langles out, 34 Langles out. So both Langles go.
6 on the court again. It hasn't worked.
It's a bold strategy.
It hasn't worked yet, though.
No. Not as well as 12 not on the field. Trevor brings it up over the timeline with 4. Spins, handoff. Ryder puts up a errant 3. No good. That's the way the third quarter will end, 50-27. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. You're watching Jays and Hawks, Blackhawks on Fuller Digital Solutions and FullerDigital.net.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, Jays lead this one 50-27. 8 minutes are back up on the clock as we get ready to start the fourth. Ag State brings you tonight's scoreboard. Schuster Trucking brings you tonight's bottom line.
See if Hank can start to pick away at this lead.
Leary is back into the ballgame with 4 fouls. Hinton got a 2-for-1 when they went bowling in the lane. Foul's going to be on 13. Caden Barrett. It's going to be Barrett's third. First of the fourth quarter. Kramer inbounds it to Lubin, back to Kramer. Kramer stops now, needs to get up over the timeline. That pass is intercepted by Hagstrom. Corner, down low, puts it up and in, does Kempema, who has 12. Jays harassed in the backcourt. Trevor is able to get it in the front court. Lubin with it now, near the top of the key, passes right to the Ryder. Back to Trevor. Wide open 3, Gabe, no good. Rebound by Kempema. Kempema will bring it up over the timeline himself. Gets it in the corner to Leary. Leary puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound is going to be, they're going to say it's off of Hinton.
Leary kind of punched it out of bounds. I think he actually caught Trevor a little bit with that punch out.
Mike Tyson punch out?
What was that game? Mike Tyson KO?
No, it was Mike Tyson punch out.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Oh, yeah. Play it with the Game Genie. Lilchin traveled in the paint.
I never did have that game. It was a cool game. I did have an Intellivision back in the day.
Oh, okay.
It makes us sound a little bit older. But it was my parents first, so I'm not that old. My parents are old. My mom.
I did play the Atari. I don't know which version of the Atari, but I did also. I had NES and SNES. My sister still has our Sega from growing up.
You got a Sega.
Yeah, that was good times. NHL 93, I think, was my jam.
92.
Ooh, I like the 93 better. Lubin with it now. Wide open. Ryder, 3, no good. Rebound, Kramer. And we're going to get a push on the Jays. That one's going to be on Lubin. That's going to be his third. Team's first. 6:37 left. Jays lead this one 50-29. DeGroot with it near top of the key. Passes left. In the paint. Jumper, no good. Rebound, fought for. Come away with it does Barrett. Barrett gets it down low to Leary. That one's swiped away. And we're going to have a foul. Kramer. That's going to be his fourth, team second. 6:19 in the fourth. And it's going to send Kempema to the line to shoot 2. Kempema's got 12 tonight.
He's still going to hit his average. He averages 15 a game, so this isn't out of the norm for him.
He doesn't need those threes, Drew.
He'll get there either way.
Lehman comes back in.
5 3-pointers would have been a lot easier than the way he's gotten it, though.
Well, you got to score when the clock stopped, Drew. Second one, no good. Rebound by Wilchin. Wilchin to Lehman. And Lehman fumbles that one away. By the way, reminder for the final time, in the Mary Rose Deegan, Rosemary Deegan cafeteria on Tuesday night will be the Mission Honduras tailgate. Dan Lehman picks up the foul there. What do they have, and you ask? Well, taverns
and
macaroni and cheese.
Some bars.
Some bars. Northwest Iowa bars. Chips, I've heard. It's a free will offering as Caden Barrett gets his first 2 points of the night. And they're chipping away at this lead. Hinton has not given up.
The biggest run of the night right here.
As that one goes over Lubin's head.
Jays are getting a little bit sloppy, a little bit of full court pressure, and Jays getting a little sloppy with the ball.
Coach Wilchin takes a full timeout, so 60 seconds, we'll be back. Bye-bye.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. Haul with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt showing Drew Bickford, and hello to Mark Neiman watching from Florida here tonight. Appreciate you tuning in on Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Feel some grief coming my way from the far corner of the basketball court.
Retirement must be rough down in Florida. I'm wondering if it's freezing down there too.
You know, we just had a staff member come back from Christmas break from Florida, and she said she wore a sweatshirt the whole time that it was cold. Kempema with the basket there, 34 now, and it's a 7-point run, and Barrett picks up his fourth. 5:26 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It's 50-34. I believe the Kurths are watching from home now. Appreciate them tuning in. As that inbounds pass is a little sloppy, picked up by Trevor Teal. And Trevor is fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. fouls on Carver DeGroot. That's just his second.
This has got to be past Coach Kurth's bedtime, doesn't it?
I don't know. First one is up and in. For Trevor, he now has 41. Missed the second, rebound by Kempema. Kempema is going to bring it up the floor for Hinton. Hand off to Barrett. Barrett spinning in the paint. Kicks it back out to Kempema. Kempema, right side of the paint, spins. Now far corner is DeGroot. DeGroot drives toward the paint, puts up a layup, and he is fouled in the act of shooting. He is fouled by Trevor Teal. That's his second. Team's fourth. Drew, there's still like almost 5 minutes of basketball left. This one isn't even close to over with a 15-point deficit.
It felt like this one was all but over, but Hinton didn't see it that way.
And DeGroot is helping in that matter by scoring while the clock is stopped. Puts up the second, off the front iron, no good. Ahead. Nolan Teal to Trevor. He was way out on that one. Down low, and I thought Gabe got
a lot of contact
there.
on the wrist.
Kempema brings it up over the timeline. Thought he was going to, he does hand it off. He did
Didn't
step out of bounds. Yep.
I wonder if they got Gabe in the wrist brace, and so really no contact to him.
Lehman will be the inbounder, and it is a full-on, full-court press here for the Blackhawks here. Ahead to Lubin. Lubin brings that up over the timeline, stops on the logo, keeps his dribble, and it bounces the pass forward, and he is fouled. I believe that one's going to be on Spies. It is. Believe it or not, that's just his first foul of the ball game. Both teams have 4 team fouls. Lehman will be the inbounder. 51-35 with 4:27 left to go in the ball game. Quick inbound to Lubin, and unguarded, and nobody waiting for him at the hoop.
A little miscommunication on that stack.
Trying to get it to DeGroot in the corner. He kicks it back out to Kempema, pulls the trigger on a 3, no good. Rebound by Lubin. And Lubin and Spies were both tied up with it, and the official down there talking to both of them. He's saying, hey, little buddy, when I blow that whistle, you stop yanking on it. Lubin's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on DeGroot. That's his third. Lubin puts up the first, knocks it down. He has 8 tonight. (54-35). Lubin puts up the second, no good. Rebound was by Coffey. Spies brings it up the floor, down low. A little miscommunication on the Jays end. Nice effort by Kempema to get his own rebound. He is fouled, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
I saw Coach Marty Kurth had 25 more minutes. He does realize this isn't New Year's Eve. He doesn't have to try to stretch this close to midnight. This is a pretty late night.
You're mean. First free throw attempt is up and in. He now has 16 on the night. It's 54-36. Second one is up and in. 17 on the night. 54-37, 3:55 left to go in the ball game. And Ryder, stuck in his pivot, is going to get a full timeout. We'll take it with him back in 60 on Fuller Digital Solutions and Fuller Digital.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Jays ended that timeout early in a three-pointer by Lubin. He now has 11, and it's 57-37.
One thing I did notice, I do like Hinton has matching shoes all the way across the board.
And socks.
I didn't even pay attention to the socks. That's taking it a whole step further.
Golden State down there. Coffee with it now near the top of the key, and he walks with a basketball with 3:22 left in the game. Jays up 20, 57-37. Jackson Kramer gets it in to Wilchin, backs to Kramer. Up ahead to 24 Langle, into the corner Lubin. 24 Langle gets it back. It's going to be between the legs of Lubin, and Hinton picks it up. Students complain, saying it was on the baseline, plays on, and Kramer steals that one away. Brings it into the front court, gets it out to Lubin, top of the key, left, Landon Ryder, wide open three, no good, off the mark. And we're going to have a foul, I believe, by 24 Langle. It's going to be his second, team's more than fifth.
The blue socks, my brother just texted me. It's for Perry.
High
school for the tragedy of Perry.
Well, I'm a
that
jerk.
makes sense. Well, just the blue socks, I was like, why blue? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, and all their coaches are all in blue also.
I didn't even pay attention to that either.
I didn't either, but it's cancer night for us here, so second one rattles around and out, and it's going to be
Kempham was third, I believe. If it makes you feel any better, we knew that you were a jerk before you said that.
Trying to figure out what this yelling is that's going on out here, and I'm not.
I think they're asking for certain players to come in. Student section.
Kramer's at the line, misses the first. Second one rattles out, no good. Rebound by Kempema, who's quickly up the floor. Kicks it out to Coffey, back to Kempema in the corner, drives the baseline. That one swiped away by 24 Langle. He tries to get it ahead, and he commits the foul. Langle commits the foul, and that's his third.
He didn't like his turnover and kind of doubled it up with a frustration foul.
Yeah. 57-38, 2:39 left to go in the ball game, sending Friesen to the line. First one's up and in from Cole Friesen. Second free throw attempt by Cole Friesen is up. Rattles out, no good. Kramer jumps high and grabs that rebound down. Over to Lubin, who brings it up over the timeline. Lubin drives to Kramer, to Wilchin. Now the students are yelling for who they want, and I don't know who they're yelling for. 24 Langle to Wilchin. Wilchin in the near corner, drives into the paint. Ryder over to Kramer. Back out, back into Wilchin. 8 on the shot clock. Back out to Ryder. 6 on the shot clock. Need to get up a shot. Hurry up. Kramer puts it up. 3. Knocks it down. I didn't think that was going to fall.
Use the backboard straight away.
I think Jeff might need to check the bank, see if they're open. Coffee off the side of the backboard. No good. And Kramer picks up his 5th. Hanks is going to come in, and Owen Sievers is going to come in, and Landon Knipe's going to come in. And Coffey's at the line shooting 2. He puts up the first off the front iron, no good. And Jack Dedeker is also going to come into the ball game. 1:47 left to go in the ball game. It's 60-39. And Zach Harpenaugh is going to come into the game. Who did he come in for?
Not sure. Somebody already went to the bench early, I guess. I don't know.
Ow. Coffey puts up the second, knocks it down. He has 4. 69-30 or 60-39. Now Lubin comes out of the game, and Mason Small is into the ball game. Bounce pass into Knipe. Knipe up to Sievers. Sievers gets it up to Small. Small hands off. They're going to say over and back because Knipe did not establish himself in the front court. 1:39 left to go in the ball game. Coffey inbounds to Spiess. Back to Coffey. Coffey tried to get it down to Dedeker, and the Jays turn the ball back over. Count the basket and the foul because Hanks was falling to the floor. Hanks picks up his first, and Spiess with his 3rd point.
Hanks just lost his balance and stumbled and right into the shooter.
Traditional 3-point, no good. That one tapped by Mason Small. Top of the key 3, Barrett, no good. Rebound by Hanks. Hanks, that one's stolen away by Spiess again. Coffey thought about a 3 near the top of the key. 1:16 left to go in the ball game. Jays still lead 60-42. That hook, no good. Rebound by Harpenaugh. Zach Harpenaugh brings it up over the timeline with the left hand, stops his dribble. Cross court to Landon Knipe. Knipe to Sievers to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh drives left baseline. Tried to get it to Mason Small. Barrett able to knock it away. Just under a minute left to play. Spiess almost swiped away. Barrett, top of the key, drives left, right side of the paint, puts up the shot, no good, and I believe that one's going to be on Harpenaugh. It is on Harpenaugh. Drake Hodgson waiting to check into the ball game, as Barrett is at the line shooting 2. Swishes the first one. He has 3. 60-43, and Hanks will see the bench. Second free throw attempt for Barrett is up and no good. Rebound, fought for, and it's going to be Jays basketball. Official thought about it for a second and made a nice fancy signal. Sievers inbounds it to Knipe. Knipe brings it up over the timeline, about 7 seconds, shot clock to game clock. Small in the paint, spins, puts it up off the backboard and in. Mason Small, he has 2 points in the ball game. It's 62-43.
Nice post move by Mason Small.
And that might be the future of Jays basketball right there with Mason Small. And the one nice thing is some of the future is a bit of size. Spies gets it in. Back to Spies with 12. Floater in the lane, no good. Rebound by Mason Small. Mason quickly ahead over the timeline, stops, travels with the basketball. Just kind of drug that back foot there, Drew.
Didn't come to the jump stop. 2.1 seconds left.
Reminds me of J.C. Scheitler's little sister, Bella. That three-pointer, no good. 62-43 is the final. Welcome back with some final thoughts after this. Jays and Blackhawks on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Whether you are combining, hauling grain, or heating your home, fuel powers the fall. When it comes to energy, you need a company who is trustworthy, understands your needs, and who delivers to you. A company who is local, reliable, and affordable. That company is Ag State. Ag State Energy is clean, comfortable, convenient, while staying competitively priced for our customers. Give Laura Sanguin or Seth Duff a call for all your energy needs.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, and the Jays boys team is victorious tonight, 62-43. Jays only scored 12 in that last quarter, and we saw 16 go up for Hinton. I thought Hinton had a nice fourth quarter there.
Late in the third quarter, early in the fourth, that's the kind of the one time they made a run. The rest of the night, the Jays kind of controlled the game, controlled the scoreboard pretty much the whole night. They're up 17-9 after the first quarter, and really never got any closer than that.
Jays had control of it most of the way through, and you worried a little bit that you could be something similar to what happened in the girls' game, where get a little lackadaisical, and but they didn't. They kept control of the ball game, and it was an impressive outing for the Jays tonight.
Yeah, the Jays came out, looked to be a really evenly matched teams, and the Jays did a good job. Hinton did not shoot well from the three-point range, and they have three good shooters out there. But credit to the Jays for covering the three-point line. They didn't give up open threes, made it tough for Hinton, and got Hinton in some foul trouble. That definitely helped. But, just a good defensive effort, defense-led to offense, and just an overall pretty solid night by the Jays.
Scoring looked like this. Spies had 3. Caden Barrett had 3. Carver DeGroot had 11. Kempema with 17. Cole Friesen had 3. Kyle Leary with 2. Logan Coffey had 4. Dedeker did get in the ball game, as did Hagstrom. For the Jays, Trevor Teal with 14. Lubin with 11. Kramer had 5. Ryder with 3. Nolan Teal with 7. Owen Sievers did not. No, he did see the floor, no points. Landon Knipe, same thing. Aiden Langle, number 24, had 2. Gabe Wilchin with 13. Drake Hodgson saw the floor with no points. Aiden Langle, 34, with 3. Zach Karpenoff saw the floor, no points. Mason Small with 2. Carson Arns, as we mentioned, is injured and is out. Caden Hanks saw the floor with 0 points, and Dane Lehman had 3. So the Lady Jays fall in the first game of the night. The boys team comes away with the victory tonight, and the Jays come back to the gym on Tuesday night to take on their rival, Remsen St. Mary's, and that will be on Tuesday night, 6 o'clock tip time for the girls. Drew, any final thoughts for us here?
It'll be a tough game Tuesday night. Remsen St. Mary's, very skilled, both boys and girls. Both teams run very good offense, very sound defense. The players are very fundamentally sound. They don't do anything fancy, but they will get spacing and run nice pick and rolls. Big body down low and Holman, and he sets some really good screens. They just never seem to get out of control. Don't take bad shots often. That's always been Remsen ball, even before the shot clock was there. I kind of always wondered how Remsen would look once the shot clock was put into place. Really not much change. They don't have to put up a lot of bad shots. They run an effective offense. So I know last time in Remsen, Gehlen kept it close in the first half, and then Remsen St. Mary's pulled away in the second half. The girls' game wasn't close early. Let's see if maybe the Jays come out with the first half and keep it halfway close, and maybe put a little nerves into the Hawks.
Well, and it didn't help that the Jays only had 8 healthy at the beginning of the game.
They were really dinged up at that point, and they got some girls back now. Most of the girls back now.
Yep.
So yeah, it'll be to win Tuesday. You will have to play some good basketball, but every game's possible. So we'll see how Gehlen comes out Tuesday night.
On behalf of the entire Folio Digital team, my name is Matt Schilling. That was Drew Bickford. Appreciate you joining us here for Folio Digital Solutions presentation of Jays basketball. Good night.